in power, where they carry out ethnic cleansing and genocide in these three nations. Remember, Brussels 2022, as our flag go fly high at EU headquarters, our voices heard in Brussels and our feet march for Belgium. Now to tell Europe and their union that we dey overqualified and ready to be on our own and to rule ourselves, and waiting dey good for Madam, dey good also for Mrs. Therefore, as European Union welcomes us, we urge CNN, BBC, Reuters, Fox News, AFP, DW, France 24, Al Jazeera, Sky News, and other mainstream media for Europe and the entire world to join us for this one. No be Nigerian and Cameroon factor, but European Union factor. June 14th and 15th, 2022, a day to remember. Brussels 2022. Three emerging nations, 1 million mega or holistic Etekwele march. A call for freedom of referendum, no be call for war, but to do the needful. Europe go do the needful now to avoid the greater crisis erupting from Africa. Now the three emerging nations from Africa, Ambazonia, Biafra, Oduduwa, they bring on this message. It could be very, very opposite and malicious. Be there. Eziokwu, ọ na-abụ ofe jụọ oyi esitụnụ ya n'ọkụnụ ya ha gbara kpọmkwem abalị 27 nke ọnwa anọ n'afọ 2022 anyị nọ n'ime ya ka mmachibido nke Nnamdi Fulani ịbata na ịgagharị n'ala Biafra niile ga-akwasị igbodo ma kpọrọkwa ọkụ n'ọnụ. Ndị anyị na-akpa ehi Igbo, ewu maọbụ atụrụ ga-ahụ na ha ga-etinye ya n'ọgba ebe a na-azụ ehi atụrụ nke nwa bekee kpọrọ ranch n'asụsụ bekee. Ebe ọgba ọzụzụ ndị a niile ga-enwe akara ejirimara ebe ha nọ na onye nwe ha maka ngụkọ ọgwụ ịgba. N'ihi nke a, ndị ọrụ nchọta wike pụrụ iche ga-ahụ na mmachibido a nwere isi ga-amalite ọrụ na-egbughị oge. Ma ịbụ gọvanọ, sinetọ, eze, igwe, chief na-akpa nnama n'aha ndị Fulani, ihe anyị chọrọ bụ ka anyị hazie obodo anyị, mekọta ihe niile, kpara anyị ehi Igbo, wetara anyị ehi Igbo tinye n'ọgba. Nke ahụ bụ nke anyị kpọmkwem. Ka anyị hazie ala Biafra, mekwana ya ka ọ dị mma, ka ọ dịghị n'uche na ịhazi ala Biafra ile mmadụ anya n'ihu adịghịkwa ya wụ, n'agbanyeghị na anyị na-eji ijeri kwuru ijeri naira ruru 3 trilion naira na-eji ata ma na-asụ adịghị ọcha ndị Fulani ha kpọrọ nnama n'ọnụ kwa afọ niile na-enweghịzi ihe ha na-etinye n'ala Biafra. Emechakwa ha ewere ego ahụ anyị kwụrụ ha na nnama were gaa zụrụ ngwa ọgụ ha ga-eji wakpo anyị. N'ime ya ha egbuo nne anyị, nwanne anyị nwaanyị, ebe ha kwasịkwara ha iko n'ike, gbuo nne anyị, bibie ọba ji, ala ubi anyị na mkpụrụ akụkụ niile, tinyere mmiri ọṅụṅụ anyị ka ha metọkwara. Anyị abụrụzie kpọmkpokoro tọgbọrọ n'efu ebe ha na-ajụkwa anyị, unu ga-eme gịnị? Ihe asị ya ri otu a ọ rịlanụ mmanụ nụnụ. Onye niwakwana na-eji aka ya niwari onwe ya. Ọ bụ mere anyị chọrọ iji ohere a niwarikwana onwe anyị nụnụnụ, maka na onye na-arachaghị ọnụ ya n'oge ụgụrụ eshepụ ọnụ ya nụnụnụ. Ya bụrụ na anyị ji aka anyị na-egbute ụtarị na-apịa anyị mgbe dum. Ọ bụ ya mere ndị nwe obodo na ndị nchịkọta na-ahụ maka ala Biafra bụ IPOB jiri sị mbanụ o zuola, nke mere emekpuru ekete ọzọ emekwala. N'ihi ya, na 27 nke ọnwa anọ n'afọ 2022 a anyị nọ n'ime ya ka nwada ga-afụ ahịa nkwa. Malite na 27 nke ọnwa anọ n'afọ a bụ 2022, nna m ọbụla ahụrụ n'ezi maọbụ n'ọhịa na-akpagharị na-anọghị n'ebe ọzụzụ ya, maọbụ ehi maọbụ atụrụ maọbụ ewu, ga-abụ ihe eji achụrụ ndị ichie aja ma tụjuokwa ala. N'ihi na nnama ndị Fulani ajọka na njọ ma ehi anyị bụ surugede ewere mpi ya ṅụọ mmanya, ewere oge ya kpaa nganga. Ka ọ dịkwa gị n'uche na agaghị eji nnama ndị Fulani mee ọfala, mee elimozu, mee ịgba nkwụ, nye onyinye. Ihe e kwuru n'ụbọchị Eke ka e kwukwara n'ụbọchị Orie, kwukwe ya na ngwukwu ukwu, kwukwe na nkwọ nta. Ntị naanị ihe aha ka okpokoroba. Onye ọbụla dọrọkwa n'aka na ntị na ebe nwata na-ebe akwa na-arụ aka, ma ọ bụrụ na isi nne ya egbu anọ ya, isi nna ya ga-anọ ya. Nnama anyị na-ajụ na ntị na-atapịa raa ụvụrụ ya mee ihe niile taa nkwobi chai ịhụnanụ ka o dowara anyị na otu ihu anyị niile ji dịka ihu nnama onye ọbụla na-akpazi agwa ka nnama obere ihe gị eso mmadụ obere ihe iwe enwe gị ka anyị lọtakwanụ na ejiri mara anyị eji na ụdara nwanne atụnye nwe ose ehi Igbo ewu Igbo ka anyị chọrọ ọ bụrụ na ịbụ onye atamata dị n'ọnụ tumochi ịbụ tapiasa n'opiasa na ihe niile ngwanụ baa ihe ga-egbuwa azụ na mmiri zụ nwa ọkụkọ Igbo gbawa nkwụ chewa n'ime mmiri tụtawa ya n'ihi na mgbe rice na-adịghị anyị alaghị eri mkpụrụ isi ewu. Anyị agwakwala gị Fero ha na-amaghị Joseph gakwa ịbata n'ọgbọ onye sikwanụ na ngụ adịghị ire nwanne were n'aka gị gbaa onwe gị oso mara otu ofe ya dị marakwana otu ngụ ga-adị n'anya gị. Ozi a si n'aka ndị nwe obodo na ndị na-ahazi obodo n'okpuru onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, oke nwa nke izizi na ala ọwụwa anyanwụ na-abịara unu. Osisi hara ọnụ anaghị akụgbukwa mmadụ ọnụrụ ka
This is my home and I'm home to stay. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow.
We be the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, worldwide, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They bring una this informate. Everybody, including human being, minus human animals, clean your ear very well for this important informate. On 27th April 2022, IPOB they enforce the ban on Fulani cow and everything Fulani by fire by force. By this informate, no Ochin Nama and Nama go waka waka for any road or bush in Biafra land or cow parade or cross country, whatever it be, catwalk, fashion parade of Nama, jogging and exhibition, sightseeing or excursion, and no more entry of Fulani cows into Biafra land, either by direct or indirect, crook or crooked way again. From 27th of April 2022, any Fulani cow we see in Biafra land don't become a foreigner, illegal immigrant, an occupant, and a wanderer and contraband. Our people were they into cow business, we don't switch over to our native cow and goat business must have ranches. Why every ranch must get their ranch identification, initial recognition for easy identification of ranch and location. With the coming of these Fulani cost cows and their Ochenama, they use the opportunity to flood their jihadist foot soldiers into our land who occupy our bushes, rape and kill our mothers and sisters, destroy our farmlands, desecrate our lands, pollute our drinking waters. My brother, which one I go count now? Therefore, to this Fulani come in our land, we say enough is enough. Once again, we say enough is enough to our people using 3 trillion naira to chocolate only Fulani cost cow every year. We know they add any value to our land, only destroy everything, destroy our economy, destroy our lifestyle, destroy everything about us. You know they understand. From 27th April 2022, any Fulani cow, either by cow jailbreak, misroot or misroad, go face the judgment of the spirits of the land. Make you help us and help yourself to stop this Fulani defilement of our land with their unclean, abominable and defiled cow. If they go destroy liquor for naught, say it no good. My brother, Fulani and their cow now the baddest resident evil in our land of Biafra, and we must checkmate them and stop them before they stop you. Bros, you know the shame? Say person will hate you, they give you food and you they chop late. I be not the poison and death to the chop when Fulani cow never come. Wetin you dey eat as meat? Dem born you born Fulani cow or una be twins? Since you start dey chopulate every Fulani cost animalistic animal, check your health and yourself. You don comot for human being, behave like animal and your face and everything change, resemble Fulani cow for character, and you dey very disruptive against your people like the Fulani cows. From 27th of April, our special cow Urban Enforcement Task Force go do the needful, monitoring, supervising, and documenting all ranches in Biafra land. Use your hand to comot monkey handle before it turns to human being. No forget, e go dey play and this one go dey show. No be only audio. Our word is our bond. No going back. This one no be witch hunt, but na to cleanse our land and set it in order. Now the indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of advocacy of our land, Mazi Nnamdi, they bring on this message.
Freedom is coming tomorrow.
Anybody not following anything that DOS says goes. Anybody not following orders from Chike, Dozian, from DOS, you will be removed from IPOB and sanctioned appropriately. You know, before we remove you without knowing where you are. This time around, we'll catch you before we remove you. Anything DOS says is what goes. Who's Rumike is heading our reconciliation committee. If he calls you on the phone, you must listen to him and do as he says. He is our deputy head of Directorate of State, led by Mazi Johnathan. They are the highest decision-making body in IPOB. If that thing is difficult, then I'll refer it to me. Do you understand? Anything if they call you on the phone, you don't return their call or your days from head, I will then believe that the zoo has brought you over and will be dealt with. We run a discipline movement more than anything. We value discipline more than anything else in the world. In IPO, that's the only thing we have. That is we are able to defeat the zoo and destroy the zoo is hinged on one thing, and that is discipline.
Igbo ọbụla si n'ife ọchọ bụ ichi Nigeria na 2023 abụrụ onye Igbo. I'm telling you, abụrụ onye Igbo. Because ọma na emenye onye isi Nigeria ọ ite agwara ya ka ọ ga-eme first. Good
morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan from Olu province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct. Today is the 19th day of April in the year of our Lord 2022. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies, to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. You have had the warning, the grace according to our HOD, the grace till end of this month. After 27th, if you cannot round up on this Fulani cow, whether you are dealing with it, even if you're Biafran, this is the time. Normally, it should have finished, but a grace for you to round up, because before they can listen, the thing must happen to them. Now they know that is no name. This is your time to adjust, because our people are highly sentimental. You don't run a movement with only sentiments. It's impossible. Even a government, you don't run it with sentiments. This is the time for you to do away with anything concerning cow. Fulani cow, I mean. We know them. We know. You know it. as from that date, 27th of this month, in the next few days, any Fulani cow seen in our land will be regarded as intruder, illegal immigrant. You understand? A wanderer. So, as people that knows about illegal immigration, how they are being hunted, how they are being treated, that is what will happen. So, it's for you to make haste while the sun shines. Before I continue, please let us pray. Our brother Sampe will lead us in a pre-recorded prayer. Go fondo.
IPOB wee chọọ ọchịchị ọjọọ n'isi Nnamdi Kanu, asị m onye azụkwụrụ na tuelie ya, asị m onye arie nnu atakasịa ya arụ, onye aṅụọ mmiri gbagbuo ya, n'aha Chukwu okike abịama. Eze Chukwu okike abịama, Chukwu kere ihe niile mana o nwere ihe kere ya. Aja anyị Igbo ọkụ ọgụnye nwata n'aka anaghị ele ya. Nwoke si na ya ji ọfọ, nwaanyị si na ya ji ọfọ, mana ọfọ maara onye ji ya. Asị m na abụ nwata na-asa arụ n'afọ o nwere ihe mma. Ọkụ unu kpọrọ m oku, ọkụ unu gụnyere m ọkụ a n'aka sị na ọ gaghị ele m. Asị m na mbosi ọbụla mụnwa bụ nwa Eze Chukwu bụ ụzọ mba nke ọma dịka dọplesi champe masta aka ji ọfọ Igbo niile. Asị m na ntinye aka n'imegide ụmụ Igbo ma ọ tinye aka n'imegide ụmụ Biafra, Chukwu okike abịa ma aja anyị Igbo asị gị megide m. Mana ọ bụrụ na m atinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Igbo, na m atinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Biafra, na m atinyela aka n'imegide Nnamdi Kanu, onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide Nnamdi Kanu, onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Igbo, onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide ụmụ Biafra, onye ọbụla tinyela aka n'imegide m, asị m ana tiwelie ya. Asị m onye aṅụọ mmiri gbagbuo ya. Asị m onye aṅụọ mmiri gbagbuo ya. Asị m onye a zụkwụ na ana tiwelie ya. Asị m onye a rie nnu atakasịrị ya arụ. Chukwu okike abịama ebunye m ọfụ Igbo niile, ọfụ Igbo niile, ike nke ụmụ Igbo ji eju ọgụ, abụnye ewu gị tata bụ ụbọchị Eke, mmụọ niile bụ mmụọ Eke batara n'ala Igbo. Asị m gị binye, bịa n'ọrụ ụmụ Igbo ọgụ, bịa n'ọrụ ụmụ Biafra ọgụ, bịa n'ọrụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọgụ, bịa n'ọrụ m onwe m ọgụ, bịa n'ọrụ ndị ọdịnala niile ọgụ, bịa n'ọrụ ụmụnne anyị niile ọgụ. Asị m na bido tata gawa ka m na-ekwubi ndụ n'isi ụmụ Igbo, ka m na-ekwubi ọganihu n'isi ụmụ Igbo niile. Ana m ekwubi na tata ka ọgba aghara dị n'ala Igbo ga-adajọ, tata ka ọnwụ dị n'ala Igbo ga-adajọ. Ya jeela anyị ọgụ n'ọnụ niile, ọnụ ọbụla na-eri nnu eri mmanụ anaghị ekwu arụ, ọnụ ọbụla na-eri nnu eri mmanụ anaghị emegide nwanne ya, n'ọnụ ọbụla na-aṅụ mmiri na-eri nnu eri mmanụ nke pụrụ echiche imegide anyị, asị m ọnụ ada ogbu. Anya ọbụla na-ekpe anya ọjọọ nere anyị, asị anya akwụọ isi. Ụkwụ ọbụla jeela anyị ije ọjọọ, anyị sị ụkwụ ada ngwụrọ. Aka ọbụla fụrụ anyị wee tụwa aka, anyị sị aka akpọnwụọ. Osisi ọbụla fụrụ anyị na-atụ nkwu, anyị sị ikuku fụtuo ya. Onye ọbụla fụrụ anyị wee cheta ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya. Onye ọbụla fụrụ anyị kpọwa akwa alịlị akọkwana ya akọ, anyị sị anya mmiri akọrọ ya n'anya, anyị sị na anyị ga na-ejere anyị ga na-ana. Ọ ga-adịrị anyị na mma, ọ ga-adịrị Nnamdi Kanu na mma, ọ ga-adịrị ezinụlọ ya na mma, ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo na mma, ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo nọ mba ofesi na mma, ọ ga-adịrị ụmụ Igbo nọ na mba niile pụrụ iche iche na mma. Ndị niile nọ n'ụlọ mkpọrọ na ha ga-apụta, ha ga-enwere onwe ha. Na anyị bụ nwatakịrị na-asa ara n'afọ nke anyị kwutere bụ nke ọma, nke anyị gụtara bụ nke ọma, nabata na anyị n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu. Mana nke anyị na-agatara, biko gbaghara na anyị na anyị amara agụ na anyị bụ nwatakịrị. Anyị ekenekwa unu ụzọ ọbụla anyị si na-emegide unu, ya gbaghara anyị ma nyekwa anyị ike na mmụọ anyị ga-eji gbaghara ndị mehiere anyị. Anyị ekpe ma kwere na gị nwa bụ Chukwu okike abịama, Chukwu Eke, Chukwu Orie, Chukwu Afọ, Chukwu Nkwọ, Chukwu kere ihe niile mana o nwere ihe kere ya. Anyị sị gị ya gozie mmiri a, gozie obodo niile ọ ga-awụsa, gozie obodo niile mmiri a ga-awụsa, gozie obodo niile mmiri a ga-awụsa, gozie mba niile, ala Biafra niile bụ ndị ga na-azụ ụkwụ n'okporo ụzọ mmiri a ga-awụsa. Gozie ha na-Eke, gozie ha n'Orie, gozie ha na Afọ, gozie ha na Nkwọ, na Chukwu okike abịama.
He said, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE. Coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. Today is the 19th day. Obochirino Itolu. No one cano. Now for 2022. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the enemy dungeon. But make no mistake about it. Our leader must be released. It is part of the process. It is part of the process of restoration. Our leader must be released by fire, by force. Do you understand? Therefore, do not be deceived by anybody. What we are engaging is something that history will remember us. In the good book, we shall be in the good books of history. Because what we are doing is a selfless pursuit of freedom. Do you understand? What we are doing, our great-grandchildren, they will look back when Biafra is restored and thank their ancestors for doing this for them, which is us today. There will be no more casting of ancestral spirits, because we have been deceived enough. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition once again. You can listen to us through numerous ways. IPOB Community Radio is a low data consuming app. Also, our FM stations in many parts of Biafra land. You can listen and hear the gospel. We are preaching the gospel of truth, the gospel of freedom, the gospel of liberation. This is here we learn from each other. Therefore, I want to announce that on the 22nd day of this month of April, being in the next 3 days, which will be on Friday, I will be joined by Mazi Johnathan and Mazi Uchechukwu Nnachi for an interactive session. Members of the DOS, Directorate of States of the Indigenous People of Biafra, for an interactive session on Friday the 22nd day of April 2022. Time will be 7:30 p.m. BT. Therefore, as usual, bring your questions, things that you don't understand concerning IPOB, or things that are happening that you should know. Please bring it that day and call and ask your questions. It's going to be interactive as usual. Therefore, as we have prayed, we shall move on. I will dive into some few headlines that makes news today. Just few headlines, please. few headlines. There is this headline: bandits leader demand 30 million naira, threatens to kill 300 people in Zamfara. Bandits leader, even the photo is there, he's known. You know, bandits in Nigeria are celebrities now because they're Fulani. There is something that I remark with Nigerians. They support evil either actively or passively by their actions and inactions. Nigerians, everybody know that Fulani headsmen, the Fulani, they are committing atrocities all over Nigeria. But what do? People are shouting, crying only. People never really come out in order to tackle the issue. How many are the Fulani? That is a question I used to ask. Instead, they allow their hatred against Biafrans, hatred of Igbos, to blind their eyes. Imagine Fulani headsmen everywhere, Fulanis everywhere, killing people, every part of Nigeria. And Nigerians play politics with it. They care. It doesn't too much matter. Let me tell you, if Nigeria continues existing, Nigerians are getting in terms, taking this Fulani onslaught as a way of life. It's normal, as a normal thing. That is how Nigerians behave. A notorious bandits leader known as Nasanda has demanded the sum of 30 million naira from Zamfara state government for neutralizing his wife, her uncle and her aunt, or he will kill 300 persons to revenge the killings. All these people, they know them. They know their whereabouts because they are the people sponsoring them. You know, the Dubai, United Arab Emirates, jailed about 6 Nigerians that were sponsoring or allying with Boko Haram. Direct. And they mentioned names. Was it about 400 names? People that are even in the presidency. They mentioned people in Nigerian government, high-ranking positions in the Nigerian government. What did they do? They play politics with it, and today it's gone. No, where are those people? Do you see the reason why you opt to traveling to Dubai? Do you see it? Because they engage on the rule of law. They implement their law. You don't do that. You don't implement your own. Do you understand? Dubai, being even a Muslim country, they arrested the people, Nigerians that they are not supporting terrorists in Dubai, but terrorism in Nigeria. They are sponsoring them. But Dubai, as a Muslim country, they didn't say no, we are Muslims, leave them. No, because they know according to their law, they are doing all these things against their law. And they know that if they leave these people, who knows, one way or the other, they will be supporting terrorists in their own homeland. Do you see how real human beings work? How they reason? Not in Nigeria. They'll say, oh, Fulani. Anyway, Fulani, now wow, they are killing people, but at least we are in one Nigeria. These Igbo people, now them kill all of them. Is it them they are killing? If it's them they are killing, it's better. Do you see how evil Nigerians are? How they reason? Dubai, they don't care. They are, first of all, even they can have the sentiment in order to accommodate those people using Islam, that they are, at least they are Muslims, but they didn't do it. They arrested these people and put them into jail. They sentenced them some heavy sentences. They didn't have any sentiment, and through interrogation, those people, they release many other names, people that are in highest offices in Nigeria. And that time the thing rain. Oh, mention their name, this and that. Hey, oh, Tinubu come, okay, I'll be president. Another, they kill everything. And Nigerians come, you know, I call Nigerians zombies. They are evil zombies, I'm telling you. Their hatred towards Igbos is destroying them. They don't know. They don't know. Imagine it is another tribe. Imagine it is another tribe. Maybe Igbo tribe killing people in parts of Nigeria. Hey, look at what they are doing now. The Nigerian government, you know, they have to profit. A caliphate, because that is what I call them. Nigerian caliphate, Nigerian Fulani caliphate. Signing contracts to buy state-of-the-art helicopters from America, from Joe Biden, with night vision. Do you know the reason? Because they want to kill Biafrans, slaughter Biafrans. You know, this gas Russia-Ukraine issue with the sanctions, these people, they continue scavenging everywhere around the world in order to get gas and crude oil. Now the caliphate, do you remember they came the other day? They came there, they signed agreements about gas. I think European Union. Now they gave them condition. You have to allow us to buy any war equipment we want. You understand? America say, okay, Biden say no problem, because they have to maintain their people first, their people's interest. That is why they are signing this agreement. But it is not yet ratified by the Senate. And I bet you Nigeria will not get this. Where are the Tucano jet fighters? Do you know they bought these Tucano jet fighters in order to kill Biafrans? But when IPOB pressed their buttons and clarify the issue, they have to give Nigerian government condition that these Tucano jet fighters should never be used in the southern part of the zoo. That is, they put that clause, and since that time, that all those Tucano jet fighters are grounded. They don't use them even in to bomb where they, you know, they use the excuse of Boko Haram, we are going to they will acquire equipment. You know, the following day you see them all in Biafra land. Do you remember when they used all those Tucano jet fighters, even in Olo? But when they have all these clauses, the conditions, they cannot go against it, because they know what it means. If you go against the clause, you know, in all these equipments, mostly all these missiles and the equipments, weapons, modern weaponry, let me tell you what they do. They put software programs that can either dislodge, make the equipment obsolete, or even self-destroy that equipment. If they activate, if they see that you are going against their destiny, they can activate the self-destruction. The Tucano jet fighter can be in your country, but before you know, one thing or the other will happen. You don't know that. That is technology. That is technology. Not God didn't bring it from heaven. It's human brain. Human brain. That is where these people, they are more than us. I'm telling you. There is this program, I don't know who was doing the program, and they played that clip about one man rising up in, I think, an African, in the midst of a European Union, talking about how Europe wants them to take position, wants Africa to take position to support the West immediately. And the man was ranting, saying that, hey, no, we are equal. We cannot do your bidding, this and that. I applaud it to no wahala, but this talking of equality, you get kelego. For me, how can you say, okay, as human beings, we are born equal. Let me put it like that. But development is different. Therefore, there is a place I cannot purely agree that we are really equal with them. There is a way I can put it. I'm telling you. How can you claim equality with people that look at Nigeria now begging for helicopter, night vision, with night vision equipments? Who made it? It's brain. Brain made it. Human being manufactured it. What do the people want from you? What do they demand from you? Gas, crude oil. Crude oil is what is there naturally, put there by nature or by God, as you may call it, in the land. Fortunately, you occupy the place. It is not human being that put it. Now these people, they come, they take what is in the land, natural. Without you as human being, it's better for themselves. If every human being can die in Africa, if every African can die, so that Europeans or the West take over their natural resources, it will be better for them. Now listen to this. But the reverse is the case. What we need in America and Europe is their equipment manufactured by men. Not anything from the land, no, but the equipment manufactured by man, by brain, of which you need the people, you need the brains, you need those human beings. But those people, they don't need you. What they need is what is in your land. Don't you see there is something I want to bring there? For people that are always clamoring for equality, you know, you earn equality, you earn respect that brings equality. How do you earn it? By working with your brain. That is it. You need the West, you need their human being, because they are the people manufacturing all these things. So if they die, it's not good for you. But the West, they need what is underneath, what nature puts there. Unfortunately, you find yourself there as your land. It's what the West need. They don't need you as a human being, because you are useless. You understand? But every day you clamor for equality. That is, I cannot completely agree for that equality. I'm telling you. Until we start acting, not only ranting, showing bravado. Oh, we are equal. Why will you come for, why are you pushing us? Why are you ordering us? This and that. They order you because you need their flight, their aeroplane, manufactured aeroplane, in order to travel. They don't need you, they need what is in your land. So even if they kill all of us, they kill all of you, and it serves them. They even is the best for them, because what they need is not you, because you are useless. You are just there marching. Unfortunately, you have that place. So this is the difference. But if they themselves, if they die, if they disappear, you cannot have helicopters. You can no more move with aeroplanes. No pass again, because the brains that you manufacture these are gone. Do you see the difference? Do you see it? Now, coming to bandits. Chief bandit, is it Nasadan in Zamfara? Openly telling Zamfara state government to pay 30 million naira for His people, 3 people, they killed. Loretta Onoche will not say no, will not boast to go and bomb them to thy kingdom come. No, people will go and protest, say bomb them. No. Because Nigerians they love evil, and that is why evil is happening to them. They are wicked by nature. The hatred of Igbo man is destroying Nigeria, but they don't know. They don't know. Okay, let's move on. I want to pick another headline. This one, it says, it's a woman, something. Let me. Why Nigeria should not support Southeast for presidency? Olowu of Iwo land. I want to read it a bit. We are not interested in voting Igbo. Even I, as our leader said, although if Nigeria remains in 2023, no Igbo man should be even taste it or smell there. I used to play this clip all the time by General Madiebo. He's still alive. That any Igbo man that is clamoring to be a president of Nigeria is not an Igbo man. You know what he said? These are elders. You know what he's saying? Because he experienced, he saw that any person that say he's an Igbo man clamoring for Igbo presidency, he's anti-Igbo even. What can he do? He knows that he is there just as a figurehead, because he'll be requested to kill his people. Now, but why I'm bringing out this thing is the hatred, the point this man made is something that I should comment. I deem fit to comment about. The Olowu of Iwo, Oba Abdurrashid Adewale Akambi, has urged Nigerians not to vote in a southeastern person as their 2023 president. Rightly so, given reasons for not trusting a southeasterner for the position. Rightly so, because we are not Nigerians. That's it. Whether it doesn't matter how you walk, you kill your people. It doesn't make you a Nigerian. The monarch, in a statement through Ali Ibrahim, his chief press secretary, stated that the civil war wounds, meted on southeasterners is a weak factor to institutionalize policies capable of destroying Nigeria. Do you see? This is where I want to bring out. This man said the reason, he said, the civil war wounds meted on southeasterners is a weak factor to institutionalize policies capable of destroying Nigeria. This man understands, he's a Yoruba man. He understands that there is a very huge wound meted to Biafrans. You know, they call southeasterners. I don't excuse me. I don't care using that word any longer. I don't want to use that word, because there is something I see. These people are trying to confine us. They have been trying to shrink us, confine, and the crime we are also facilitating is accepting. Oh, we are southeasterners. No, we are the East, Biafra land. This man is saying that the civil war meted on us, Biafrans, is a weak factor, not a strong factor, but a weak factor. Do you see how they put English? It's a weak factor, which means it doesn't mean anything. That wounds meted on us, is a very weak factor which the person will use. Imagine, look at how. That's why when I look at an average Nigerian, I'm seeing a demon before God and man, or a demon in front of me, because they support evil. These people, They know that they committed genocide against us. They know that. But he's calling it is a weak factor. A weak factor. They know. They know that every policy, every government in Nigeria makes anti-Igbo policies. They know. Do you listen to the conversation, which is always replayed here on Radio Biafra London, between Alhaji and Kunle? They say they know that they are just talking, but they know that the whole government in Nigeria is making anti-Igbo policy. They don't care. They know this in their heart. They know. These people, they know. But they continue lying to themselves. You know, when you see what is happening in Nigeria, I don't even shake, because it's a nemesis. Until Nigeria become destroyed, I'm telling you, there will be no single peace. It will be going from bad to worse every day. For you people thinking that you invest, you will get a Nigeria, oh, it will be better tomorrow. You are living in Klaukuka land. Hatred of Biafrans is destroying Nigeria. Look at what this man says. They know that they committed atrocities against Biafrans. They know. So no healing, just leave it like that. Instead, be dealing with them. They continue talking tough. Let me tell you one thing, which you know, but let me bring it out. Germany, you are seeing today, many of our people are in Germany. Duduwa people, they are in Germany today, living fine. Many other Nigerians are in Germany, living very well. Everything is working. But let me tell you one thing. Germany destroyed Europe. Mostly in the Second World War. Germany, you are living today. They unprovoked. German government want to take over Europe. From Europe, take over the world. That is, and they started working towards it. They destroyed completely France. They completely destroyed many other countries like Poland. You understand? They destroyed them till the people, million. That war took not less than going to 100 million people. Caused by Germany, only one country. But today, Germany is doing very well. Do you know why? Europe and America, they could have, and Russia, they could have squandered Germany. They could have, they could have done with Germany once and for all. Everybody, even deport Germans everywhere. You know, when they captured Germany in 1945, they tried to make policy of deporting Germans from part of Germany into other places, let them go to oblivion so that other countries will take over the land. But after being wise people, sometimes you don't allow your sentiments to get over you or block your sense of reason. Westerners, they remember themselves how enlightened they are. In their enlightenment, the reason they say no. If we maltreat Germans completely, we can win, no problem for now. But in the future, it will be a problem, a pain in our ass forever. They thought about it and they said, no, we have to help Germans to help themselves to develop. America gave Europeans money through martial law. Dish out money more than $400 billion. They also gave to Germany to develop. No, don't worry. What happened before is no problem, but develop, because they are not counting of today, tomorrow. They are counting of in the next 50 years, 100 years. That is what matters to them most. Today, they clap to themselves that they took the right decision. Do you understand? Today, Germany is the largest economy in Europe, doing very well. Had it been they kept them checked, that they will not develop because of what really, yes, they might be right. What happened now, they keep them under check. Before God and man, Europe would, the whole of Europe will not be what they are today. They will be dwarfed developmentally. This is one thing that, this is where where wisdom comes in. That is why, sometimes I say, no, the Europeans, enlightenment will make you have grace. You receive grace in life. It's not about church or about going to mosque. No, you start seeing clearly. These are the people, when people say, oh, they are Freemasons, they control the world. Why wouldn't they control the world? They have the wisdom. You don't have it. What matters to you is being evil. That is what matters to you, because you are not enlightened. People that are enlightened, they not the secret society, or the Freemason. But then you are going there to buy helicopter from them. Does it make any sense? Does it make any sense? In the Freemason, what they manufacture now, you go and buy to use it, and you are using it not to build but to destroy your own people. Bomb Nigerian son. That is it. This man knew that we are wounded. Biafrans are wounded. The 3R, they say, rehabilitation, regeneration, everything shown. That is in the papers. Go on, because of the hatred he has for Biafrans, he burned the technological advancement of black race. Go on, you are seeing that he's now watching his communities being taken over by the same people that he fought for. Go on, because of the hatred of Biafrans. After the war, the Biafran engineers, scientists, research and development, enthusiastically, they want to bring their knowledge, their inventions into Nigerian military, so that Nigeria will become even a world power. Then how can you, a monkey, can you give a pig, give him white clothes to wear? It will destroy it. They brought this to Dodam Barak. He said, bring the whole blueprint. They brought it, enthusiastically explaining to the so-called head of state. Go on. How, if they will know how to develop short-range missile, fly missile, long-range missile. This man, after hearing everything, he said, where are the everything? He said, everything is here. Do you know what? He ordered, in their presence, he ordered fuel to be poured on the hard work, a technological advancement of black race. I'm not talking of Biafra now, of black race, the pride of black race. Go on, ordered fire. They burn all those things with fire. Many of all those Biafrans, they died in heart attack because they cannot believe it. Do you know that after the Second World War, let me tell you, when Berlin was conquered, the Red Army, Russia, and the Allied forces occupied Germany. They were scavenging for scientists, because as of that time, even Germany was number one. I think they are number one in technological advancement, weaponry, as of that time. Russia, France, America, England, all of them, they were scavenging. If they see any person that is a German, it's an enemy. German scientist that was part of those churning out weapons. They will take him, Say, no, we are not doing you well. Where are your people? Where are your parents? I mean, your family. They will take good care of them, take them to America or to London. It depends on who laid their hands first on them. Russia will take them. They say, no, we are not killing you. Please, far be it. Relax your mind. Where are your family? If they have family, they will take all of them, go and give them quarters. Nice quarters in America or in Russia. So that because they know that they don't need to kill those brains. No. These are people that have grace. Enlightenment makes people you live above some type of hatred. I'm telling you honestly. You calculate things for the future. That is the thing. But the Fulani Caliphate, no, never. That conquest, they destroyed everything. They destroyed the technology of black man coming from Biafra. The progress, the technological progress of black people coming from Biafrans, because they are Biafran, they destroyed them. Today they are going to scavenge for weapons in every part of the world, including even maybe Bulgaria. Something that by now, had it been Gowon and Co, the caliphate, had it been we are enlightened, which they were not, they would have integrated Biafran engineers, and today Nigeria would have been one of the world powers in weapons. People will be coming to buy weapons from Nigeria. What they did to Biafran, do you think Nigeria will just go free, scot-free like that? They will be suffering, bleeding until it explodes. Violent death. That is what is waiting for Nigeria, because they dealt with us and they are not feeling remorse about it. Look at what this man is saying. He says, is it a low of where? Iwo, Olowo of Iwo, Oba Abdul Rashid Adewale. These are descendants of Fulani that fought with Afonja. Afterwards, they killed Afonja. These are them. You say they know that they inflicted heavy wounds on Biafrans, but he will not vote for any Biafra because they are afraid, and rightly they should be, because it is only a tree that you will wound and come by. You will not do anything. Even ordinary cat, pinch a cat, he will bite you because you provoke him. Do you understand? That is why we are not going to give up. We continue what we are doing. Nigeria will be bleeding. If they want, let them be talking it. If they want, let them give Fulani. They will be bleeding until Nigeria dies a sudden violent death. And that is what will happen. This news made me to I want to go to the topic of my submission: tackling self-betrayal in our land. That is the topic of my submission today. It's going to be a short one. Tackling self-betrayal in our land. You should understand the topic. Tackling self-betrayal in our land. As we could see, betrayal of our collective interest is a trademark to Igbo politicians. That is number one. Before we could go into tackling betrayal, we should first of all dig into the source of this character of betrayal. That is what I'm saying. We should first of all try to dig into the source of this character of betrayal in our land. Is it our natural character, Is it imported or is it imposed? This is a question we need to answer. You understand? Because there is one clip I listened from this Pastor Suleiman. He talked about the Igbo selling themselves. Yes, he made points there that the Igbos are going to also destroy Biafra if they. That is rubbish. He made points there, but there is, when you hear half truth, your judgment become, it cannot go straight. You will not give a right judgment because you need to hear the whole truth so that you can give a right judgment. When you hear him speaking, yes, they blame, yes, we Igbo politicians, Igbo, they sell themselves, they come. That is true. We are not arguing it, but I want to dig a bit, just a little bit, into the source or the cause of this character. Self-betrayal is one of the very dangerous diseases promoted by the caliphate as a weapon meant to completely destroy us as a people. Are you hearing me, please? I hope you're hearing me, because my system is showing me 100%. I know you are hearing my voice. Self-betrayal is one of the very dangerous diseases promoted by the caliphate as a weapon meant to completely destroy us as a people. I use the word promoted because the disease has been there. When you have a disease, there must be a cure, or there should be a cure. But instead of curing it, they promoted it. You understand? Into what we are seeing today. They always taunt Igbo politicians that they should show that they are the tribalized Nigerians. That is a promotion. Meaning, destroy your collective interest if you want to maintain political positions in Nigeria. Do you understand? This is, I'm telling you, the source of this Igbo politicians betraying, self-betrayal, tackling self-betrayal in our land. I'm digging into a bit into the source, because when we always start from the middle, we misjudge. That's the thing. Now, as Pastor Suleiman said it, yes, I don't want to play the clip. I have the clip. I don't want to play it. There is no need. They betray themselves. They talk again. Yes, but when we understand the root cause of the promotion of this self-betrayal, so that we shall, reverse it. That is what we are doing here. I'm talking of promotion. I'm not talking of creating it, because greed and selfishness is always is on everybody. But it depends on the level. This greed and selfishness is always in our lips as the main cause. Greed, selfishness, Igbo the greedy, Igbo the selfish. Yes, I'm not doubting it. I'm not saying no. It's true. But we should also know that every human being exhibits greed and selfishness different ways and levels, in different ways and levels. But let me tell you now, it is the job of the system that is government to combat and curb this greed or these diseases through the implementation of law. The caliphate, in order to implement their complete agenda of conquest against us, started cultivating and promoting this. construction. This greed, you know, you see people, if I open line now, people, yeah, we are greedy. Yes, I agree. I used to say it. It's true. But know that there's no human being, no set of people that are not selfish. The only thing that comes selfishness is the law, the government in place, the law. You understand? Now, let me tell you, like what I said before, the example I gave before. Those Nigerian Alhajis, terrorist sponsors that was arrested, about 6 of them in Dubai. Why is it that they couldn't arrest them in Nigeria? Had it been Dubai, they are selfish. You know what they would have done? They would just quietly, if they don't want, either they will put them under surveillance only in Dubai, so that they will not contaminate as far as it doesn't concern Dubai. No, they will not take action. But they implement their law that any sponsor of terrorists that is here in Dubai soil should be arrested and it doesn't necessarily mean that I must be a sponsor of terrorists in Dubai or in Arab world. No, any place in the world, if proven. They maintain that law. Their institution is sound. There was no sentiment about they are Muslims. Maybe when the police accosted them, they will use, you know, Nigerians now, Alhajis, they will use Islamic sentiment. Salam alaikum. We are Muslims like you. We are fighting for the cause of Islam. That is not their problem. Do you see? And these people that are supporting, that are sponsoring Boko Haram, it is out of their selfishness and greed. Do you understand? But now the law in Dubai curbed them, stopped them. The people implemented the law. What about those that are supporting or sponsoring Boko Haram in Nigeria? Why were they not arrested? Because of selfishness. Because people say, no, it's our own. It's our own man. It's our own Alhaji. It's in our religion. That is selfishness also. So that whenever they talk about, Igbos are selfish and greedy, yes, but they are not the only people. It is something universal. The only thing that curbs this selfishness and greed is law. Do you understand? Law, and law. Let me tell you, if an American that will obey the law in America, he will come to Nigeria to do business. He want to make gain. He can go do something illegal. Nigerian police will catch him. Immediately he will drop. It's an American, know that what he will not do in America, he will use money. Maybe, boy, don't worry. Oh, I can give you money. He will just bring money and give to that man to bribe him from arresting him. That is selfish character. He don't dare try it in America because it's another law that is breaking, bribing. You understand? The same thing happens to an Englishman, an Italian. Once they come to Nigeria, the system changes because there is no law, there is no institution strong enough to implement the law. Everybody is looking for his selfish, looking for his own belly. So the people that come, the foreigners, they take advantage. Is it not selfishness? Now, something that an American will do, maybe he cannot get that type of business. He cannot do it in America. He will come to Nigeria and do it because he knows that if law catches him, he will pay money. And he will bribe them and he will go and he will make too much benefit. Is he not selfish? It's selfishness. That is selfishness. That is why he commit that. But because he's in a very, very wrong, untidy system like Nigeria, that is why he can get away with it. So this thing, as I was explaining, what I want to explain is this: when you hear they say Igbo man is greedy, selfish. Yes. But it's not only Igbo man. Igbo man love money. Who doesn't love money? If you don't love money, go and throw money now. Go and take money, go and, if you receive your salary, go to the street and throw it and say, I don't need it. But all these things is what they continue propagating until it enters our subconscious. The caliphate, after the war, they promoted this. They cultivated and promoted it inside average Igbo man. As far as no person, people that are disorganized, only on anywhere for help, to get anything to eat. That is where the caliphate, with the expert advice of the British, they told them that this is the time. You have to destroy these people once and for all. How do you do that? Choose people, make them wealthy. You understand? The conditions of that, give them political positions. Those that sabotage the Biafran struggle, give them, give them high positions so that they become role model to others. So that this betrayal will become a very big business in Igbo land, in Biafra land. If you betray your people's interests, now you get this position. That is it. You understand? After Biafra defeat in 1970, our people went to sleep, but the caliphate continued with another type of soft or cold warfare on us. That is promotion of Igbo self-betrayals in the Nigerian political sphere. They recruited our own people into the Nigerian politics to fight against our collective interests. They gave these people political powers, made them very wealthy, and imposed them on the people as our representatives. Each of them is being managed by the caliphate and programmed to publicly oppose and fight each other. This is why you hardly see the Igbo politicians organizing meetings among themselves to discuss our regional issues, because they are programmed not to fight for anything regional. They are programmed that Nigeria is all and all, the sacrificial lamb, whereas the Fulani politicians, they have the right to import Fulanis from everywhere and tell Nigerians that Nigeria is nonsense, that they don't respect Nigerian border. Any person can be a Nigerian. That is it. That is it. They are Fulani first by nationality. But these people, they program them to take Nigeria number one in your life. If you see your fellow brother, treat him as an enemy. That is the way they program these people. And because they need to survive, they need to have political influence, they need to survive, they need to be to eat, they accepted. And from that acceptance, things fell apart. Others started joining. It becomes uncontrollable. You understand? Remember the other day I talked about how slavery, how slave trading started in our land. They didn't start it by just that they love it, they love selling their brothers. No, they were deceived, and being primitive in thinking, they accepted. They thought that there is something that anytime they want, they stop it. Igbo that was doing business with them, Portuguese and the English people, they tell them that, look, we are seeing the people you are calling Ohu and people you are sending on exile. These are bad people. They say yes. They say, but you can make money out of them. Give it to us. We give you money. We give you we give you schnapp. We give you, in exchange, we give you anything you want. These people are useless to you. After all, you want to even discard them. Why not give them to us? In recompense, we'll give you something. Don't worry. And the elders that sometimes sometimes I blame these people, but sometimes I cannot blame them, honestly speaking. But only that they don't have foresight. They had meeting. I know that they had Omona meetings that time. They said, nah, to wash our land of evil. These people that they are merala, mandi dinene wanneha, mandi merenka, the people that committed atrocities in our land, that we had no prison. Instead, they were sent into exile or into one indentured servitude or the other. So instead of these people roaming around, after all, they might commit another thing tomorrow. These are strange people, white people. They say they can even pay us for them to have this type of people. And the world becomes good. To the woman now say, no problem, it's good. It's even a part of removing evil from our land. That is what they believe innocently at the first time. And that is where Oyibo cut them. Oyibo gave them Miro, give them all those things, snap, in exchange for few people. Ndi who face, Ndi Majorala. And the Europeans took them. The thing switched them. Now they come back, they did the same thing. For them, they are sanitizing the land. They were sanitizing the land of impurities. But the time came, they cannot stop it again. Because they need more. More people want. Therefore, any person that his brother open voice too much for him, he will go and call people. Do you see how evil is being nurtured? That is how the caliphate started nurturing this self-betrayal in our in our land today, that everybody is shouting. Do you understand? They started with few people, give them posts. People that fought against us during the war. From there, people see how they were moving, doing things with impunity, giving money as they want to any person that can, that can agree with them. And people want to survive. And people started queuing in. After a time, it became the culture. Betrayal. As far as Nigeria continues existing, it will continue. There is no way. Nigeria is anti-Biafra. People, can you understand it? That is why the only solution is to balkanize Nigeria. It is for it's for everybody's interest, and it is for Biafran's interest. Because there is no way Nigeria will be pro-Biafra. It is impossible. Anything concerning Nigeria, they are doing is anti-policies against, they call it against Igbo, but it's against Biafra. Because when they say against, there is this advanced politics, mind game. The Fulanis are, what they are playing, the caliphate. When they talk Igbo. So that our flesh and blood from a bunker, they will say, no, it's not us. People, they will deny, I'm not Igbo. Like we have the clip. I'm not Igbo. Oh, this and that. People are denying I'm not Igbo. They thought that the caliphate doesn't know. They know how to isolate people. They want to isolate the core Igbo. Now, so that others will run away, say no, we are not among. The same thing, they did it even after the war. People change their names. Igbo names, they change it. Some answer dunamis, some answer any surname. Remove their original father's name. Igbo names. Everywhere, both in the river Rhine side of Biafra, in the coastal Biafra, both in the upper land, everywhere, people started changing names that are in order to run away from persecution, because there is a type of stigma that follows it. As Igbo man, do you know what it means? What it means to defeat people in a war? Do you know what it means? No, you don't know. That is what you are seeing. So this is how the caliphate cultivated this character of self-betrayal. I didn't say that they were not there. You understand? I said they cultivated and groomed it. You know, now we are meaning now, but something that was there before, they started pouring water on it, manure, it started growing until it became a kind of our way of life. And they are the people that are coming. Oh, Igbo loves money. Igbo is this. Igbo is that. They continue talking it every blessed day until even we ourselves started accepting it without knowing it, subconsciously. When I say the Fulani, they know, they understand politics. Believe you me. They continue talking. One thing. Oh, you know, we ourselves. I say we are weak. Sometimes I say we are weak, mentally very weak. Look at this Southeast they are calling. Southeast. They continue calling it, decapitating everybody. Igbo Southeast. Igbo Southeast. We ourselves, we started calling Biafra land the Southeast. That is bunkum. I've been saying it here. We shouldn't allow their way of talking to enter into our brain. We should be talking. Look at how bandits have taken over Nigeria. They talk about before it was. Does anybody know anything? This word bandit. When did it come into being? I think it was either 2019 or 2020. Before, everybody know Fulani headsmen, foreigners are killing Nigeria in the name of Fulani headsmen. They are coming, from everywhere. These people, they will overwhelm. I mean, you fight them, all of them, the Fulani chiefs. They will overwhelm because every time the same thing. Until they sat down and coined this word, bandit. Now people are talking of bandits. It's a general word. When they say armed robbers attack people in Oshu, they say it's bandits. It's bandits. Somebody's telephone was pickpocketed in Onitsha. Oh, it's bandit. So that in the international level, people will be reading it as the same thing. People don't understand the difference between these terrorists and ordinary criminals. When I say that the Fulani, they are very, very savvy in politics, I'm telling you honestly, they are. They are. Other indigenous population in Nigeria, what they are is follow. They are. Bingo, they started calling bandits. What about the proscription of those bandits? One time, I think, last year, they did it, the shenanigan. Oh, bandits have been proscribed. Did they talk about it today? Who are the bandits? Okay, if somebody maybe come and collect steal your generator in the night in Cross River, it's a bandit. It's a bandit. Yes. Do you see? Oh, Chineke, our people are perishing because of lack of knowledge. Honestly, our political class, they put us in a very big mess because they fail to understand where these people are going. They fail to understand it, either because of their greed. Is what we are saying here, what we are talking here. How cleverly, in our korokoro eyes, terrorists now are turned into bandits. Korokoro, maybe no, or here 1914. In our korokoro eyes, everybody now in Nigeria is bandit. Oh, bandits. If it happen in anywhere, is bandits. If pickpockets is bandits. Terrorists that are rampaging, Fulani terrorists that supposed to be called by their name, Fulani headsmen terrorists, the jihadist terrorists. No, now they are bandits, so you call them with pickpocketers in a way. Do you see? In rotten the Fulani Shinakba, Akba, onye ona tomankasa nisi. We are seeing it. It's only Radio Biafra that we are blasting, warning people, talking, creating awareness. Sometimes it's sad anyway, I'm telling you. We must continue. As I said before, after Biafra's defeat in 1970, our people went to sleep. But the caliphate continued with another type of soft or cold warfare on us. That is promotion of Igbo self-betrayals in the Nigerian political sphere. They recruited our own people into the Nigerian politics to fight against our collective interests. They gave these people political powers, made them very wealthy, and imposed them on the people as their representatives. Each of them is being managed by the caliphate and programmed to publicly oppose and fight each other. This is why you hardly see Igbo politicians organizing meetings to discuss our regional issues, because they are prohibited by their handlers to doing that. The same way Europeans divided Africa to never agree on anything that promotes African collective interests. Exactly the same. What the Europeans did to the generality of Africa, black race, sub-Saharan Africa, the Fulani replicated it in our land, direct. Why they can never agree? I mean, the Igbo politicians, Biafran politicians. So, when I'm talking about Igbo, you don't think that you are not part of it. There is one thing. This division, divide and rule, it has gone into a stupid level, because we should know something by now. When we talk about Igbo, it's all of us, it's everybody. You understand? So don't think that you are, even our brothers own in the riverine areas is even the worst, because they are dealing with them. They don't even know that they are dealing with them. They are taking over everything, and they will tell them, be looking at your own blood is the problem. That is stupidity. So the way Europeans created Africa and called Francophone and Anglophone, France will be more, you see Africans taking France to be their brother more than their fellow neighbor. Why? They say no, it's an Anglophone. Also Anglophone, Africans taking England, United Kingdom as their brother more than their neighbors. They call Francophone. That is a division. You understand? The division they set in, because they can be able to control the people better when divided. Now, Igbo politicians, why they interdict them from having collective meeting. How many times have Igbo governors or politicians have meetings? The other time, the South in general, collective South. You remember last year when they had the meetings, when they wanted to be coming up together in order to give a collective response to the Fulani menace, Fulani head cow menace in the whole of the South. Who sabotaged it? Igbo politicians. If they have meeting in Asaba, many of them don't go. They send their representatives. In Enugu, they didn't go. Only governor of Enugu was there, but shaking. And according to as our leader put it, if they go, you see them, they will open their phone, because that is the way they will open their phone, put it so that the whole meeting, their northern handlers, their caliphate handlers will be listening to it direct, not after, direct. That is how bad it is. When we say this thing, people don't know, people don't understand. Our politicians are dismayed, they are afraid, they fear like anything. They fear their handlers, their Fulani handlers as anything. But there is something they don't understand. No matter, they understand that they are brutal. No matter how brutal the enemies are, If you tell your people the truth and stick with your people, there's nothing that the enemy will do to you. Is you know what? Look at Mazi Johnathan. Is a direct example. It's a direct example. Had it been that we are not behind Mazi Johnathan, IPOB is not behind Mazi Johnathan, he would have been slaughtered. He would have been quietly given poison. Do you see it? Do you see it? It's an example. If you are with your only backbone is your own people, nothing more. That is what our so-called politicians fail to understand, and that is what we tell them. We try to give them courage so that they stand up with your people. Because in Nigeria, the Fulani, the Fulani politicians, they are standing with their people. Why not? The war has gone. We are defeated, but we cannot continue accepting defeat, being slaves. A time comes in every civilization. A time comes when subjugated people will rise up. It's like that. Do you understand? A time comes. It doesn't matter how subjugated people become suicidal. That is the point we are in. When the Israelis, after trying everything to belong anywhere they are in Europe, they were doing fine, but at the slightest provocation, even no provocation, they slaughter them. They become killed and slaughtered everywhere. They start continuing now. Again, they go to synagogue and start shouting to their God. Every time wailing. In Greece, they slaughter them. In Italy, they kill them like anything. In Austria, they kill them. Hungary, they kill them. Poland, they slaughter them. What I mean slaughter is not maybe one person slaughter. No, their community, just as they are doing us in Kaduna, Kanu, everywhere. That is the way they were doing the Jews. They thought that with money, with their hard work, because they are hard-working set of people, they build, they make everybody happy. So that if you want, they even give you money. So that you become, you shouldn't be a tribalized Jew. You should be a European, the tribalized Jew. That is the way they deceived them, and they thought that they can continue until 1930s and 40s. The rise of Nazism or Nazi. He broke the camel's bone. There they were massacred, and they knew that either they do this or all of them perish, because there is nothing they can do again in order to satisfy their neighbors. No way, nothing they can do. At one time or the other, they will be massacred. We ourselves, we have undergone massacre, pogrom, genocide, and you see our people still start pretending as if nothing happened. These politicians, we give you courage, you that is listening to me, as a Nigerian politician of Biafran origin. There is no way these people will trust you. It's impossible. They handle you, direct you, but they can never trust you. Do you understand? Look at what the man said. The Olowo of Igbo, that he cannot trust to vote. He's calling Nigeria not to vote Igbo man. That is true, because that is in their heart. Irrespective of the evil they committed against us, they don't have the courage to come and say, okay, let us really have truth and reconciliation in order to heal this wound. So that all of us will, because the progress of Igbo man in Nigeria, I'm talking about Igbo man in Nigeria, is progress of Nigeria. But because of evil hatred, devilish one, demonic hatred that blinds their eyes, they continue all this. Nigeria is being destroyed because of the hatred against Biafrans. I'm telling you, that is the reason. And it will continue being so. So, the promotion of this Igbo self-betrayal for so long, let's say 52 years from 1970, 52 years till today, transformed betrayal of our collective interest into being the norm and the main requirements for holding on to political positions in the Nigeria setting. This is the main cause of this sickness, known as Igbo self-betrayal attitude. From 1970, yes, the betrayal was there, but it should have been curbed. Had it been we had our independence. Do you think that had it been Biafra, we had the independence of Biafra? Okpa Biaseka, do you think that he will be allowed to enter into Biafra? No. He will even change his name and start answering Zaki Haruna. You understand? These people that we are giving posts, this self-betrayal, the caliphate saw it as a germinating crop in our life. Now, when they saw Okpa Biaseka, how he was openly kicking against Biafra, they deceive our brother also, what is his name? Ofejo. The same thing. They were fighting, he trained boys to fight against Biafra. Also, Nnamdi Azikiwe, the hefty man, he turned and started campaigning for Nigeria against his own people. That was when Gowon laugh and say, oh, had it been I know that these people are like this, I wouldn't have wasted time, wasted money and the lives of people fighting them. I would have given a fraction, just a fraction of that money to just few of the Igbos, and they would do the job perfectly for me. Because he saw this, he didn't know before. Therefore, they saw this greed and selfishness as a germinating seed, just at the prime stage. Now, what they did, what the caliphate did after the war, was to pour water, pour manure, made sure that germination continued and grew and started bearing fruits. Now, you understand? It became the norm, betraying our people. The Fulani, they will lure you if you are you ready to be a real Nigerian, not a tribalized Nigerian, but a tribalized Nigerian. That is the phrase they use on this Igbo Fulefus. Are you ready to be a detribalized Nigerian? They know what it means. You say yes, they say okay. Show us an example now. They will give you money, you go and kill your people, slaughter your people, just to get their trust. But they don't trust you, they are just using you. Do you understand? The promotion of this Igbo betrayal for so long, for 52 years from 1970, transformed the betrayal of our collective interests into being the norm and the main requirement for holding on to public position in the Nigeria setting. This is the main cause of this sickness known as Igbo betrayal attitude. As they are betraying our collective interests, the caliphate is busy shrinking our physical size. Do you understand? You know, when you now call Igbo in Nigeria, for example, Igbo states in Nigeria, they will give you 5 states only. I go to Wikipedia and you will see it. There I'm saying, what is the function of our so-called intellectuals that have access into challenging all this type of nonsense history they are putting in Wikipedia? What is their job? What is the job of these people? Why not be challenging this? Because they are shrinking us little by little, and our intellectuals are doing nothing to that effect, challenging them. Go to Wikipedia. Once you type Igbo speaking states in Nigeria, hey, 5 states, Abia, Ebonyi. Listen, God forbid bad thing that Igbos are only in the 5 southeastern states. That is why it pains me if you call, oh, Biafra, Southeast. What of our Igbos in other Igbo? Have you forgotten when they interviewed our leader? Direct. He said Igbos, even Igbos in the so-called Southeast, South, and Kogi and Benue, which is correct. We have our people everywhere. Not people that visited, not people that migrated, the indigenous people, but the Fulani Caliphate cleverly carved all these people out. And our so-called politicians, what can they do? Nothing. Because they want to remain in power, in the position. Nothing. They are busy giving them job. Go and kill your people in order to prove that you are a real Nigerian, that you are not supporting Biafra. You understand? A slave is ready to do anything. I say anything in order to satisfy the master. Anything at all he's ready to do. Do you understand me? It is very, very sad. Very sad indeed. When you talk about a list of Hausa states, you mention many states, even till Middle Belt. Fulani states, the same thing. But when you come to say Igbo state, they will just mention 5 states. They will say Abia, Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, Imo. Finish. We bring wage to our Eboma in River State is no more Igbo because he's now in Eboma. No more. Sometimes I don't know whether here and there or even if they are doing all these things, why shouldn't we challenge them? Which is what we are doing. But the problem is these politicians, they enter a point of no return. They couldn't talk, they couldn't speak again because they threaten them all the time. That is why before you act, you look, please. You have Igbo people in Kogi State, carved into Kogi State, not maybe visitors. Please. Indigenous people in Kogi and Benue states. Do you understand me? But because of to serve the caliphate, to get political position, our people do not challenge all this rubbish. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is bold, challenging the status quo. It is still the same Igbo politicians that are being contracted in order to bring him down. It is sad, and we can never accept it. They are talking about problem in everywhere in our land. There will be no peace unless there is justice and equity. People are talking about peace. What? How can you? Do you think peace comes only through the barrel of gun? It is impossible. You can win a war through the barrel of gun, but you can never win the peace. That is what people fail to understand. You can come and win a war, but go and win the peace now. America bombed Tora Bora, bombed the hell out of Osama bin Laden, killed the Taliban through air. They say, okay, now you win a war, we know the peace now. Okay? That is how it is. You can be bombing, talking. Come now, stay and have peace. After almost 20 years, the people take back their thing. That is how life is. For people thinking that they are calling for peace in like a solution is for reconciliation of peace. Who are you? Can you reconcile? Talk to the caliphate. Let them talk about and reconcile the lives that that was lost during the war, the pogrom. Who are you? When there is no justice and equity, there will be never a peace. It's impossible. When somebody, Okechukwu, will go and deposit a demand for job, you understand? When Okafo will go and do the same thing. Now Hassan Bello, that doesn't, because he's Hassan Bello, he doesn't even have 1/10 of the capacity or the credentials or the CV of this Okafo and Okeke. But immediately you give the job, you give the appointment to Hassan Bello. Why? Because he's Hassan Bello. And you want peace to reign. I don't know. You want peace to reign. When you see a policeman, a police officer, a policeman, a Nigerian police, cock his gun and shoot a Biafran, innocent, that is going out on his normal business, nothing. They will cock gun under the glare of cameras from houses, cock and kill him. And you come tomorrow, you say, no, let us have peace. Are you people living in another space? Are you living in Mars or another planet? Or is it not this human planet that people are living? How can people talk about peace, unity, without talking about, justice, equity, making sure that people are equal before the law? And you want peace? It's impossible now. It will continue like this until Nigeria finally implodes. Explodes inward. Implosion. That is it. There will be no peace, because the Fulani, they cannot address the injustice, because their another name is injustice. That is their another name. That is their another name. Who are those mentioned? Their names mentioned sponsoring Boko Haram in high offices in Nigeria, both military, police, political spheres in Nigeria. Who are they? UAE, Dubai government gave the names, everything. They know Nigeria, and Nigerians are, wallowing in darkness, talking about fake peace. Where should that peace come from? All that matters to them is to kill IPOB. Oh, that to proscribe. Anywhere they write proscribe, so that it will enter your head. And like they are talking about Igbo love money. Oh, you are selling yourself. Oh, you are selling yourself. We ourselves, we started taking it, absorbing it. Words, you don't know. Words they continue infiltrating into your brain, your subconscious mind. A time come, you start saying even yourself. That is why many of us Igbos also say it. Nnamdi, hey, anything that happen, even mundane, say now we they kill ourselves. No, it is the way we are being conditioned. We should stop taking whatever they tell us, accepting it. Do you understand? The covert caliphate operation of promoting Igbo self-betrayal brings about continuous name calling and demonization, which in turn sunk into our subconscious, thereby making us to accept the mostly artificially imposed situation. What about our very good indentured servitude, that is boy culture, that has helped in lifting millions of Igbos out of extreme poverty? What about it? It is still done by the people that are pronounced to be betrayers of themselves. Yes. When the Pastor Suleiman was saying, I said some of the things he says true, yes, but I look at it as half truth. Because when he said that, oh, we bring an Igbo man to serve his master, and he will carry all his goods and go and build a house and run away, and it is now a character assassination. When somebody is talking, look at his intention. It's not only the word he's saying. Look at his intention. That is one thing also. Look at his intention. What about when he say, oh, people are carrying their gas money? What of people that are serving? Well, go to Alaba International Market, anywhere we are, almost even this Ifanyi, is it Ifanyi Oba? He came up from that indentured servitude we call boy. But these are people that will say, oh, we hate ourselves, because they continue saying this thing, it enters our brain, and we ourselves, we start accepting it. This is why our leader has, through this platform, be propagating and countering everything they are saying, because once you continue accepting it, it becomes part of you, and you continue behaving like that. That is the rule of the world. You understand? The Fulani Caliphate, after 1970, Biafrans, we thought that the war is over. You understand? We are not at alert. Our head at that time, they were not at alert. They went into sleep. And these people continued the war through soft and cold war till today. Through talking, through putting things inside our brain that it should not be real, that we should not take as real. Do you understand? So, let us know when somebody is talking and with what intention. That is what matters. Because we have good qualities. We are good people. Only that we found ourselves in a very quagmire, in a very big British zoo that turned us into animals, and the caliphate promotes it, because that is another way for them to destroy us. Our people that time, they were not at alert, as I was saying. South Sudanese, they fought war from the first war before independence from 1955 until 1972. 17 years. Do you understand? And they were allowed to watch about the one thing is to do something, another thing is to be consistent. That is why our leader have been saying this. Consistency. And it is our weak point. Lanya, just I say it, look, I used to just watch people that have been calling at daily time, being agitated in their talking. Now, many of them, they are talking another thing now. They are talking, some of them are talking from both sides of their mouth. I'm telling you. But I know that time, I think I jam organ and mad now. Our people, this weakness, we are not mentally tough, and it's a very big weakness to a people. What matters to us is now. South Sudanese, they were not like that. They fought the first war. 1972, they came to round table and said, okay, no victor, no vanquish. Okay, let us watch and see. They started watching. No person was loose garden. None of them was loose garden. None of them was bought with money in order to start eating with janjaweed. In all, Sudan was the real janjaweed there. Go and Google it. They are the real janjaweed. None of them was bought over with a political position to go and start eating with janjaweed and forget about his people or start talking against his people. No, they were watching the terms of their ceasefire. They were watching. After they saw that the janjaweed, they want to craftily bring them back to the status quo. They said no. 1983, they took up arms again. They didn't have elders that come say, did you see war the first time? Hey, do you see we were chopping grass, so please, do you see war when mortar will land everywhere? Boom. No, because these are words of weaklings. Man dies only but once, nothing more. Our people, the so-called elders, have you seen war? Oh, you want to bring us into a war? Is the call for Biafra war? No. Southern Sudanese, they took up arms almost 10 years after the first war. They didn't wait. They took up arms. They said, no, we cannot. No. Instead, all of us will die. And they fought for another 22 years. Do you know? Before they fought for 17 years. Now, the second war for 22 years. They committed atrocities. Janjaweed committed atrocities. on them, even with the help of Britain. Do you know that? It didn't stop them. They committed genocide among they said, according to records, they have how many orphaned boys recorded, up to million orphaned boys, the ones recorded of South Sudanese. Many of them were imported into America. They called the lost boys of Sudan. Do you know that? People that didn't know how their father, their mother, they even anything. But today they are free. Do you know that? That is the work of consistency. That is why even I don't call people again. Before, if I don't hear your voice for some time, I call. Now I don't call because tomorrow you know another thing. Yes, and our leaders in the I know that Bunigwe, hey, onye na ahapu ge balaga sin na okwa tinyere here. Na emebuku ofuma before. Anu bukwem na Spain na eme ofuma. Okwa onye hara akpotara m. Mekwem no mbadata. You know, the boy with blaming they start because of lack of consistency, feeble-mindedness. The mentally not tough. We are not mentally tough. But here on Radio Biafra, we are building ourselves in order to be mentally tough. Some will tell you, is it how many years now? We are talking. But that talking without it, you will not even see anything. That is how it should be. That is how it should be. Therefore, this betrayal, you know, we are tackling self-betrayal in our land because they have used it to give, you know, or this is called stamp, trademark on our people, betrayers, and we say no to it. Our people are like this because of the system we are in, Nigeria. Being defeated in the war once doesn't mean the end of the world. Japan today was once defeated in a war. Crushed. I say crushed. The bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki killed more than 600,000 people, going to 1 million. Do you understand? It destroyed the whole cities. Nothing was standing. But today they are developed, even lending money to Africans, the whole 54 countries of Africa. Do you understand? But they were destroyed. Germany, the same thing. Germany was crushed, destroyed. They were defeated. But today they are the largest economy. Why will our own be different? Why will Biafra own be different? We always fall, but you know, people that are not mentally tough, they will always grab one thing as an excuse. They will kill us. Wow, the bishop Arinze, he said, you that Biafra, you are talking Biafra. If somebody carry a bicycle, you go buy a new bicycle. Somebody that's more powerful than you come and carry you the bicycle by force, say you can't do anything. What can you do? You better leave him, because if you fight he will beat you. So leave him with your bicycle. That is, you know, when these people are talking, you see their mentality, their psyche. So we should, as far as he is in a good position, he know that his position, he is assured until he dies. If he have secret children, they are assured until they die, no problem. So let us all, for them, what is happening to ordinary people, it will not affect them. So just let us continue being slaves, no problem. After all, we are in good position. That is a very evil mentality. You understand? So what I'm saying, these people, they will not tell you about our good cultures of Igbo Dibo. Igbo Dibo, it comes from our culture. From the guy saying, hey, keke makohu. All from Igbo Dibo, our culture. All men a lie, you. All men a lie. And you see how beautiful it is. Imagine that we have our country and we structure this Igbo Odibo, develop it in a way, how beautiful it will be. We are doing this without government aid, no law, no prerequisite, nothing, no bills for it, but we are still respecting. Imagine when we have our nation, now we put a law or we make provisions for this type of things, indentured servitude. How beautiful it will be. Do you understand? What about our good indentured servitude? That is boy culture, that has helped in lifting millions of Igbos out of extreme poverty. It is still done by the people that are pronounced to be betrayers of themselves. Somebody will go and take a person that he doesn't know, and they will live together. He will serve him. Somebody that will, had it been, he doesn't go and take him, maybe that person will grow up and become nuisance to the society, be a failure. But this person, he will come and take him and go to the city, and he will serve him, and at the end, Udoya, he will set him free, give him money, open shop for him, and the person is automatically lifted out of poverty. He will grow and do others like that. Why people don't talk like, why people don't bring up this very good character of ours? Why? Because there is a reason behind their criticism. There is a reason behind that. They want us to continue fighting against ourselves, that we are bad people. You know, once they have succeeded in putting this, making you to believe that, oh, we are bad, we are finished. Because we continue acting like what we are, what they tell us, what they call us. We continue acting like that, and it's finished. That is why sometimes if somebody call you and start yapping, oh our people are bad, I say, my brother, it's not like that. Also, our people are good, but we found ourselves in a very bad society that promoted the evil character in us instead of curbing it, now promoting the good one. Because that is how societies work. Good societies work. They use law in order to suppress that evil character in us, in every human being. That is why you will see an armed robber in Nigeria. If he travels to Germany, he becomes a good person and he makes a living. He becomes a law-abiding citizen. It is not because he goes to Germany and become a good Christian. Maybe in Nigeria he was a prayer warrior, but he's an armed robber. You understand? But when he goes to Germany, where he doesn't go to church again even, now he see that there are things put in place. At least there are amenities, and there are laws. There are cameras watching. You can, if you go and rob, you'll be caught. So why are you risking robbery, whereas you can just go and work in a company or two companies or factory, even if it is packing a carton, or even if it is a security guard? At the end of the month or at the end of the week, they give you your money. You earn your money, your salary honorably, instead of going to risk. When you risk, you know they will catch you. They will catch you. After jailing you, they will deport you back, and you go to status quo. Now that is what a human being can do. Do you understand? It's not God that did it. It's humans. Because of human law, now the person change, because he will see the repercussion of committing a crime. Therefore, he will change, and he will become a good person. If he goes back to Nigeria, people will say, before no change now. He didn't go Germany or go to Spain to start going to church. No. Instead, he didn't go. He don't have time for church. Sunday, he go to job. He go to work. You understand? That because the system there is good. Now the system suppress the evil character he has. It doesn't mean that he didn't have that beast. That beast in him was suppressed because of the system. Now the goodness, see the potassium on him in order to make his life, to make money. That is it. That is the work of the system. So the caliphate after 1970, they suppressed the goodness in us. Now they bring out, they nurtured and manured the selfishness and greed in us, and crowned it with promoted it, and the thing started growing. It started growing, you know. Before you will become wealthy in Igbo land, because the caliphate will choose you, now you how the nurture evil is nurtured, and now nurture until it becomes so wide, it grows so wide. No more. Onye ọ na-achọzi onye ga-egbe pụta n'ụzọ, no more security. Pụtazie n'ụzọ ị ga-eshi ike eburu gị chain oge sị gị bula gị ndị ọcha ere gị. That is how evil is nurtured. But without it, had it been, we have our system. Yes, we have this evil in us. Some of us, many of us, we have still have greed and selfishness. It's in every human being, both white and black. But it's the system that will suppress it. When the system, nurtures it, now that's it. Your evil beast will come out. Do you see it? Do you see? Just like when Nigerian politicians during election, they nurture all these bad boys. They turn them into beasts, giving them guns in order to do something for them, to win election only. That is how they nurtured the bad side of our people. And that thing started growing, suppressing the good side of it. And today, our people will only be seeing bad things. We are just betraying ourselves. There is something that went on there. This is what I'm trying to explain. It is to tell you that Igbo self-betrayers are mostly created and promoted by the caliphate in order to continue their complete conquest against us. Therefore, Nigeria means complete destruction to us as a people. Once we restore our nation, Biafra, we shall be able to take charge of our destiny and fight these vices that are promoted by the caliphate. This is why we need Biafra. This is where I'm going to stop. I am going to open my lines, but before I do that, I will go into a few minutes break so that I will open my lines. I will go into a few minutes breaks. Please don't go back. Don't go out, please. I'll be right back.
Eziokwu, ọ na-abụ ofe jụọ oyi esitonu ya n'ọkụ ya ha gbara kpọmkwem abalị 27 nke ọnwa anọ n'afọ 2022 anyị nọ n'ime ya ka mmachibido nke Nnamdi Fulani ịbata na ịgagharị n'ala Biafra niile ga-akwasị igbodo ma kpọrọkwa ọkụ n'ọnụ. Ndị anyị na-akpa ihe Igbo, ewu maọbụ atụrụ ga-ahụ na ha ga-etinye ya n'ọgba ebe a na-azụ ehi atụrụ nke nwa bekee kpọrọ ranch n'asụsụ bekee. Ebe ọgba ọzụzụ ndị a niile ga-enwe akara ejirimara ebe ha nọ na onye nwe ha maka ngụkọ bụ ịgba. N'ihi nke a, ndị ọrụ nchọta wike pụrụ iche ga-ahụ na mmachibido a nwere isi ga-amalite ọrụ na-egbughị oge, ma ị bụ gọvanọ, sinetọ, eze, igwe, chifu na-akpa nnama n'aha ndị Fulani. Ihe anyị chọrọ bụ ka anyị hazie obodo anyị, mekọta ihe niile, kpara anyị ehi Igbo, wetara anyị ehi Igbo tinye n'ọgba. Nke ahụ bụ nke anyị kpọmkwem. Ka anyị hazie ala Biafra, mekwana ya ka ọ dị mma, ka ọ dịghị n'uche n'ịhazi ala Biafra. Ile mmadụ anya n'ihu adịghịkwa ya o, n'agbanyeghị na anyị na-eji ijeri kwuru ijeri naira ruru 3 trilion naira na-eji ata ma na-asụ adịghị ọcha ndị Fulani ha kpọrọ nnama n'ọnụ kwa afọ niile, na-enweghịzi ihe ha na-etinye n'ala Biafra. Emechakwa ha ewere ego ahụ anyị kwụrụ ha na nnama were gaa zụrụ ngwa ọgụ ha ga-eji wakpo anyị. N'ime ya ha egbuo nne anyị, gbuo nwanne anyị nwaanyị, ebe ha kwasokwara ha iko n'ike, gbuo nne anyị, bibie ọba ji, ala ubi anyị na gbuo nne anyị, gbuo nwanne anyị nwaanyị, ebe ha kwasokwara ha iko n'ike, gbuo nne anyị, bibie ọba ji, ala ubi anyị na nwanne anyị nwaanyị, ebe ha kwasokwara ha iko n'ike, gbuo nne anyị, bibie ọba ji, ala ubi anyị na
in our land today that everybody is shouting. Do you understand? They started with few people, give them posts. People that fought against us during the war. From there, people see how they were moving, doing things with impunity, giving money as they want to any person that can, that can agree with them. And people want to survive, and people started queuing in. After a time, it became the culture. Betrayal. As far as Nigeria continues existing, it will continue. There is no way. Nigeria is anti-Biafra. People, can you understand it? That is why the only solution is to balkanize Nigeria. It is for it's for everybody's interest, and it is for Biafran's interest. Because there is no way Nigeria will be pro-Biafra. It is impossible. Anything concerning Nigeria they are doing is anti-policies against, they call it against Igbo, but it's against Biafra. Because when they say against, there is this advanced politics, mind game. The Fulanis are what they are playing, the caliphate. When they talk Igbo. London. So that our from our province of Biafra land. Our lines are now open, and remember today is the 19th day of April 2022, and on Friday being the 22nd of this month, some members of the VOS will be joining me here on an interactive session. Mazi Johnathan and Mazi Uchechukwu will be joining me on this hallowed platform for an interactive session. Mazi Uchechukwu Nachi. Therefore, prepare your questions as usual that day. the largest economy in Europe, doing very well. Had it been they kept them checked, that they will not develop because of what really, yes, they might be right. And what happened now, they keep them under check. Before God and man, Europe would, the whole of Europe will not be what they are today. They will be dwarfed developmentally. This is one thing this is where where wisdom comes in. That is why, sometimes I say no, the Europeans, enlightenment will make you have grace. You receive grace in life. It's not about church or about going to mosque. No, you will start seeing clearly. These are the people, when people say, oh, they are Freemasons, they control the world. Why wouldn't they control the world? They have the wisdom. You don't have it. What matters to you is being evil. That is what matters to you, because you are not enlightened. People that enlightened, they not on the secret society, on the Freemason. But you are going there to buy helicopters from them. Does it make any sense? Does it make any sense? In the Freemason, what they manufacture now, you go and buy to use it, and you are using it not to build but to destroy. I want to make sure that my voice is coming out, is buffering, but I know it will be coming out in no distant time, because I have to restart it. Yeah, it's okay. So, as I said, please do not forget that on Friday, being the 22nd of April 2022, I will be hosting Mazi Johnathan and Mazi Nnamdi on an interactive session, so that if you have some questions, you can bring it and ask it that day. Please do not listen to gossip. Stop listening to what they say, hearsay, this and that, getting garbages from everywhere and gathering it in your head. Please, that day, bring your questions as usual. Therefore, our lines are now open. Let me reiterate, because I don't know whether my voice was coming out before. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Call us and give us your view, but remember the topic of our submission that says tackling self-betrayal in our land, because it is something that is partly artificial. This self-betrayal, the caliphate nurtured it in our land as a weapon for final conquest. But we do understand now. Caller on direct, on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
I can hear you, Mazi Johnathan.
There we thanks for holding on. There we.
Yes. Bless you. Bless every IPOB family member all over the world. Bless our every leader, Mazi Nnamdi, Kanu, wherever he may be, the Son of Man. Okay, we'll guide and protect him. He'll be back. Nothing the enemy will do to him, because Igbo or how.
Go on, Mazi.
Okay, we'll bring him back. I heard you when you talk about what they could have done to him if IPOB did not stand. They know. Some of them, they see it clear. But let me go straight. In other words, all the suffering we have been going through after the war, or before the war, and the 1966 coup, IPOB is the answer prayer. If they like it, let them believe it. If they don't like it, let them forget it. But I heard you talking about the self-betrayal and the self-interest. My brother, well, they know because they think IPOB are here to joke, but they never believe on this species of IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he may be. The real one, those Chuku Okike Abiyama called that have made these monsters that think they have money or to manipulate or to make you. There's when people were expecting millions that Nnamdi Kanu will do this, Nnamdi Kanu, even before they left Imam Mezu, met Ojo Lokalo. Well, always make it in a while. I'm probably remember when our leader will never come here until he will get me barrister. I'm talking about sometimes you listen to people, you think they are what they are or what they mean, what they say. I don't know, but you have a while. It is when I didn't see him, and I took only one I want to see. I didn't see him March 2017 when we went and launched an embassy in Victoria for the visitor. But we are here. This is movement of Jah people. It is a bet. Even here, possibly this Biafra restoration. Matter say it open. Those that have said it, I don't know where they are today, but we must continue. Nobody will betray, nobody will stop this movement. Man, the self-betrayal, they saw it at POB, it is joke. We say we are to so anybody, POB is just like an institution. Anybody can touch with us, do anything, he can do anything. But you see this movement, no, we must restore Biafra. Self-betrayal. How many are we? Are many these days? Not even up to 2014 when we are doing this in the think we are joke. We must restore Biafra. We never do anything. I was Russian brought up. If they want it in peace, we are for peace. We can do that. Bless every one of you. Anyway, you people are trying. But I don't know do you know that Northern elders have called for the imposter, they call Buhari to resign. I don't know if you have ever heard about this.
I don't know. They can call, all this. They know what they are playing. They know
Buhari don't exist.
They'll leave them.
Well, okay, now I have to just think about it. Go on and don't delay your way now. But they should remember the word of Philippe from our last.
Well, let me pick another caller. They have been waiting. Thank you very much.
Good night.
There. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Can you hear me? My goodness me. Yes. Are you not caller on signal?
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes. The whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
Hello, Mazi. Am I coming out clear?
Mazi, you are coming out clear. Are you using earpiece? Please, you remove it.
Okay, thank you.
Go on, please. Go on.
Yes, sir. My little quick our leader Nnamdi Kanu. Man, the reason why I called anyway, your topic and things happening. The reason why I called is for my brothers, my fellow IPOB family members. Like our leaders always say, eye on the ball. All the media warriors, everybody working assiduously for the restoration of this freedom that we all seek, who we are and which is our life. I will encourage us to put our eyes direct on the ball. On Easter Sunday, they came to kill people in Olo, massacre our innocent youth and mothers and children in cold blood without unprovoked. The next one, the so-called men of doom in the name of preachers of evil, call themselves men of God, is rising up with some callous statement. These are all colorated. They play all of them are together in the puzzle. Understand? So they send them to come and distract us from the message. They came to our land to kill people, and they know they will receive the consequences. That's why they are diverting our attention, but we are all ahead of them. So I encourage us, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, to stay focused, as our leader will always tell us. At the end, he said, Mazi, thank you.
Well, thank you very much, my brother. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Professor Johnathan.
Oh, my fellow scavenger. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for taking my call, my brother. Biafrans and IPOB members and the world is speaking to your brother, the scavenger. I'm calling from Africa Sud. Africa Sud is South Africa. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi, a prisoner of conscience. Professor Johnathan, I don't know whether it's my level of understanding or the way I understand English. I want to ask, because in your opening remarks, you talk about African man who was shouting in EU Parliament, saying that we are all equal. I don't know, because to my own understanding, the way I understand this English, it looked like we the black people or Africans were misunderstanding, we are misquoting the two together. Because to me, there is difference between all of us are human beings and all of us are born equal. Are they not different?
You have said it. The issue is okay. The issue is this. Let me also say something. Many people are misunderstanding we are all human beings. They are misunderstanding it. They are taking it that we are all equals. It's not true. I mean, I don't believe it. For you to be equal with somebody, you have to just like look at how Russia is doing. You understand? He is trying to gain complete equality with America. That is the war. How can it be equal? Now, what they bring, what the Europeans or the Americans bring, come to look in your land is only what nature puts in your land. Nature. Oil, diamond, gold. It's not what you have, but what nature puts there. You are fortunate enough to be there. Which means the Europeans, if they can kill everybody, human being there, it is better for them. Because they will now have complete access to the resources. But what the Africans want in Europe are manufactured goods with brain, with human beings, not from the land. Which means if the people, they don't want the people there to die. That is why somebody that is killed in America, they will do the protest, even in Nigeria, because they are precious human beings. It's not equal. You understand? It's not equal. What you need is something that is produced by human beings in that countries, not in the natural resources. So that is my own view about it. Go on, please.
Hello, Professor Johnathan. I'm with you 100% on that, because even if you narrow it down, I think the way I understand it, I didn't approach Harvard University or Oxford. But what I know is that even as I am now, I'm a human being with my children. We are all human beings. But I was not even born equal like them. Because my children, before they were born, even their gender have already been, they even called me, and I look at their gender on the screen, that this person is going to be a boy, is going to be a girl. Then I prepared even to buy the clothes of a boy, knowing that I'm going to have a boy or a girl. But when I was born, nobody even know whether I'm a boy or nobody even know whether I'm a human being. All they know is that they are pregnant. That my mother is pregnant of me. And when they were burning me, if you come to my head hit even on the stone, on the floor, which give me even mark. And as I'm talking to you now, even somebody in Africa is being born like that. And before they can even see the one that are fortunate to even see everything, go to lab and all those things, that lab is brought by that person you said you are all equal. No, we are not equal. What you say, this is why we Africa are deceiving ourselves. We must say that we are all human beings, not that we are born equal. We are not equal in any way. Anyway, that's not why I called for. Let me talk to the Biafrans here, because sometimes we don't, I told you that when these Yorubans or the Fulanis, when they drop bomb, when they want to drop bomb, they started praising you. They started to talk. This man of Oloruwu of Iwu, do you hear what he said? He is acknowledging that these people were marginalized, that there is danger, that there is something wrong done to these people. But the English he was using there, the English, if you look into it, is sounding as if we that were marginalized are the one causing the problem. But let me tell Olorumi of Iwu that we the Biafrans or the Igbos, if they don't leave us to live that Nigeria will never progress. Because they already in their mind, they don't love us. Never will. If they're thinking they're going to, they will not, because their mentality is still that old mentality. The old mentality. Let me tell you that Biafra, that Eastern or the Biafra money was the one that trained you in school, because you seized the money that made by Biafrans. There are still some abandoned property today. Biafrans abandoned property. Even our leaders' property, Ojuku, is still at the hand of your people now. And our money was used to train. While we are paying school fees, you are free education. You didn't talk about that. Now they talk that we are greedy. We are not greedy. We are the only tribe in that Nigeria that are very kind and very merciful. Let me give you an example why we are very kind and very merciful people. When they want to talk, they say that the Igbos are the glue that glue Nigeria. What does glue mean? Let me give you the example of the glue. Because if you go around in my village now as I'm talking, more than 50 people in my village own some property in either North, let me say Lagos alone, I'm not talking even about North. Okay, so do you say that these people you talk that they are greedy? Do you know what it means for somebody to take out his money and invest on another man's land?
Let me stop you there just 1 second. They are talking of greedy.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Do you know, as our jingle said, which is correct, is statistical. Yeah. What the money they made through these cow selling in our land, more than 3 trillion naira. 3 trillion naira is over going to $2 billion. Do you know what it means? Every year.
Yeah.
And they don't invest anything.
Every year.
Only debt. Go to Lord Banta. What do they invest anything? They carry their cows, they come, they sell it, they go, and they say we are greedy, right? We that we go to the most remote part of the north, where even the Almajiris are suffering. Igbo man we is installed there, and start taking with pharmacy, start taking care of the people. Making, curing them the diseases, giving them medicine for diseases they didn't even have access before. These are bad names to give to dog to kill it. And the worst part of it is that it has entered into many of our brain, and we take it like that. Now we are greedy, we are bad, we are this and that. No, I don't accept it. Go on, please.
No, because if they are saying that these people are greedy, I'm telling you, just only in Lagos alone. But in my village, I have never seen Hausa man who own a house, who develop anything to say that this is what he did for this community, or any Yoruba man. Okay, now you're talking that this set of people are greedy. This set of people have got gas, they have got oil, they have got everything. They take it and give all of you to eat. Hausa, Fulani is eating, Yoruba is eating. They take it to develop your land. But you're telling these people they are greedy. These people, they are not even in management of their resources. You said they are greedy because when they talk, when they just want to separate, they say the easterner, the southeast. But we are all same thing. We are from same person. There is nobody who will trace his history. Any Calabar man or Cross River man will trace his history to Meduguri or Sokoto. So now you say this set of people are greedy. What do you mean by greedy? International airport, Lagos, Wharf, Lagos. Then when you come to the north, Army College, north, police college, north, NDA, Nigerian Defense Academy. Every important thing that a country is lived by. This set of people you say they are greedy are not greedy. Let me tell you, the Biafrans and the Igbos, you are not greedy. But what you did, we are the only race who have not occupied any other race land. We only go there to develop. We only buy and develop. We don't take from the people. Just like the Fulanis are coming all the way from 1,000 kilometers coming to take our land free. They are not buying anything. They're destroying the ecological system. They're making our farmer. They're raping. And now these people will come to tell me that I'm greedy. What is greedy exactly? We are only hardworking. That is only. And what they are, let them tell them that is envy, jealousy is what they are. They lack competition. They lack competition, and that is why they turn into saying that we are greedy. When they are sitting down, living, we are exploring, doing everything. Because when you travel, when you take risk, you make. When you take risk, you make. That is simple. If you don't take risk, how can you didn't go to Igbo land? How can you take risk? What risk did you take? And I came to a land and explore, do everything, take the risk. I don't know whether their education, does they know what it means by somebody taking his money to invest on another man's land? Do they know what property means? In these people you said they are greedy. They are the only people in Nigeria where you go, each family, each town in Igbo land is married to maybe either a Yoruba or even the Hausa people. That still yet we have been sacrificing everything, but these people don't trust us. Look at this Oloromi of what you are saying, and Oba. When you ask him, he says he's educated. What type of education is? What type of mentality these people have?
Mazi, thank you so much.
How do we continue to live this type of people? We can't. Biafrans, you must know. Walk out from this marriage. This marriage is abusing you. This marriage is killing you. And if you don't walk out, this marriage will kill you. Walk out from this marriage. Walk out and be free. Thank you, Mazi, for taking my call. Biafrans, I love you. IPOB members, you are my blood. Bye.
Well, thank you very much. There is this mind game they used to play. They are playing the caliphate. They will be throwing word for us to be fighting with. I did busy now fighting with that word. Oh, these people, you betray yourself. Oh, you people, you are bad. You are greedy. Now, okay, you are tribalistic. So, in order, how they get all these our so-called politicians? they will be working extraordinarily, killing their people in order to show them that no, we are not tribalistic. Look at how we are killing our people. Do you see how they do? They mind game. They play mind game. It's a very big mind game they play on our so-called politicians. But we shouldn't continue like that, because we understand what they are doing. Caller on sorry, I have an inbox that told me that he said that I used to call my line very fast. Let me repeat: direct line, because people are complaining that as if I'm taking only the same people calling. No, it's when you call, you insist. People that call and get through, they insist. They don't call once and waiting so that no, this is it. The direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, direct line +1 213 328 6224. The WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547. I repeat for the last time, +61 405 142 547. Caller on direct line, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Please call us on Skype and Signal. Hold on. Can you hear me? Call on direct line.
I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
There, my brother. Is it now you are able to call the number? I see that I'm calling the number fast. Is it true?
No, sir. I saw the number very long time ago.
Go on, please.
The only thing that you have to call, you have to consistently be calling until it's your turn.
Okay.
My Mazi Johnathan, the truth is that, as you said before, that any person that is genuinely fighting for this restoration of Biafra is a good person. We are born good people. The thing is that the system we find ourselves and the planned agenda to destroy us. Do you see this self-betrayal? It was thoroughly planned by the caliphate through their advisors, and it's working perfectly for them until the rise of IPOB. These people are achieving their agenda to destroy us. Igbo don't love themselves. Igbo cannot have a king. Igbo love money. Igbo is envy, jealousy of themselves.
Nothing
all those wealth and
go on.
Everything, all those things, they knew what they were doing. And as they threw it to us, we catch it up and using it to destroy ourselves. But look at when Mazi Kanu, Nnamdi, our swing leader, rose up after thorough study and understanding of the plans of the enemy, the caliphate, that they don't love us, that in this system we can never progress. Mazi Nnamdi rose up, and that love, they say Igbo don't love themselves. everybody is built genuine love to each other. When you see your fellow IPOB family, you feel like to kiss the person, especially so many of us that are genuinely into this restoration. We are like, for example, soldier ants. If you see them when they are moving in one direction. They are moving in a straight way. But the moment you smash or throw something on them, they will scatter. That is how they threw ill wells and their evil plans on our race, and they will scatter because those that should have been organizing things, they were dizzy as they have been deceived and as they have been made to betray the people, to be detribalized, as you have said it. How can somebody be tribalized when we are tribal in nature? We see that
the people
result
want you to be detribalized. These are the people that tell you that the Fulani is their nationality. They don't care about Nigerian border. Are they?
That they don't have a border. That this word was said by Bola Ahmed, governor of Bauchi, but Omahi opened his mouth and say they are not elected to do the will of the people. That is that self-betrayal, self-destruction. But the good thing is that IPOB have come to stay, to challenge and to dismantle all these thorough plans to destroy us. Kudos to our Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi and the Directorate of State. And you know that this self-destruction, self-betrayal is what they deliberately planned to bring into IPOB. But to the glory of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, they did not succeed, and they can never succeed, because the time have come to the light to shine, and this light must shine. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mazi Johnathan. You are doing great, and we are learning.
There we go.
Bye-bye, sir.
Thank you. Caller on Signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. You have been waiting for 20 minutes. Mazi.
Yes, Mazi. Yeah, I'm hearing you and clear. Am I coming up?
You are. I saw you calling both WhatsApp and Signal. And you see,
yes, Mazi.
Let me say something here, because some people are used to write and say, it seems you are taking call from the same set of people. But when you see the profile of some of all these new people, I advise, if you call, please continue calling. Somebody might be occupying that phone for the either Signal is a different phone, WhatsApp is a different phone, direct line is a different phone. Somebody might be like now, they are occupied. So all these people like you now talking, I see where you are calling everywhere until you got through. But many of them, they think that once you call once, even they will just forget. And Choroka, maybe after you bring maybe snap for them to call back. I don't know. It's not like that, please. You continue calling. That's it. As far as even that enthusiasm, that on to say something, to vomit out. Like when I used to call, let me tell you, when I used to call our leader during the programs, sometimes if I didn't call, it seems I want to explode. I'm telling you honestly. What I want to say, I cannot concentrate. It happened to me. It happened to me. I want to, because I want to release myself. Sometimes you do me somehow. I have to bring out that point. So that is it. So if you are highly enthusiastic on trying to make a point or bring a point so that people will hear, You continue calling until you break through. That's it. Mazi, go on, please.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you so much, my brother. People don't know how consistency we are whenever we are following the Biafra. Sometimes we call 20 times, 25 times until we get through. This is what Martin taught us. You don't just call and get, you have to be trying. I was running up and down. When you pick the first call, I was not hearing you. It's cut off. I have to be running around until I get through. But I thank God at the end of the day, I come through today. And my name is Mazi Johnathan. I'm from Austria. And by the special grace of God, I am the IPOB of the Nation. Mazi, I just want to thank you this evening. My greetings also go to my leader, Mazi, the Kanu, keep on guiding him, protecting, destroy his enemy before they come close to him. This is my prayer and most especially release him unconditionally so that he will rejoin us and so that we can be able to restore Biafra. Mazi, thank you so much. Please, before I proceed, I just want to also remind our IPOB Austria and lovers of freedom, those of us that join us in ESN fundraising, that our ESN fundraising contact number is still available. If you want to call, please, we have a phone number here. You can also call us and we will tell you how you can be able to make your own. You can be able to make your own donation for ESN. The first number is +43 660 9647 511. Second number is +43 660 9568 905. And the last number is +43 81 202 11076. Please, if you call this number, we will direct you how to make your own contribution, because ESN will keep on supporting them. They are the reason why our fathers and mothers can be able to go to farm and come back home without anything happening to them. And our leader told us that this flag, this dragon flag, must not come down until Biafra is restored. And also, please, on 1st of May, the 1st of May, please, all IPOB Austria members, please, all road lead to Linz family. We are also protesting here in Linz. We ask everybody, please, that day is a public holiday, and make sure all of us are heading to Linz. We know how it works, and the time of this protest gathering starts from 8 o'clock in the morning. Please make sure you leave early so that we can be able to march once again to let the Austrian government to know what is happening to our leader. It is our right to keep on doing it until they release him unconditionally. And as you come on that 1st of May, may God bless you and your family. He said, Mazi, just as we were discussing on this platform, the truth about it is that it doesn't matter what these people say. It doesn't matter how they try to control Igbo man. But anyhow they come, we must leave. You can call us anything we must leave this dungeon called Nigeria, because these are the reason why this country is the reason why all of us are suffering whatever we are suffering today. The bad names they are calling us in this country put us in that condition, man. We have turned to a sacrificial lamb. Even I saw one pastor, the same pastor, the Igbo people are contributing tithe and offering, talking rubbish. People thought he is saying something sensible. Just watch his body language. You know that this man is insulting you. In the name of he's telling you you are not united. Insulting you, and at the end of the day, you will take your tithe and offer and give to him. Our people, how long can you people keep on sitting down in your crocodile eye? Somebody will be tarnishing your image, trying to relegate you as if you are nobody, and all of you are keeping quiet. Rise up, Igbo. Rise up wherever you are. We must leave Nigeria. if we want our life to get better, we must leave this country called Nigeria, because as long as we are living in that place, you keep on getting this insult from these people. Anywhere we go in that country, we try to build it, we try to make things make the way when there's no way. But at the end of the day, what happened? Calling us names. If they don't call us thief, they will call us Wayo. If they, okay, the same people they are calling those names said, okay, leave me, I don't want to stay here again. You still said no. I can't understand.
Very sad indeed.
Upon all these names, we said, okay, we accept all these names you are calling us. We don't want to stay here again. Allow these criminals and greedy people, allow us to go. You said no, we must stay here. This will not be juju.
Thank you, my brother.
Mazi, you see anybody talking about this country called Nigeria? Thunder, they want to break the
You say?
Ndara.
You say?
Go carry my blessing, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I said they are fighting psychological war. They throw us on us anything. And the worst part of it is that I continue. Our people, some of our people will start acting like that. Now, after all, they want to hear me like that. Do you see how words can recreate a human being? The Jews in Germany, the Jews in America, their zenith reached during the Second World War. Every time they are called one name or the other, a throw one thing, they are money mongers, a Shylock, this and that greedy. But these are people that are building Europe. Now, are the Jews greedy in their own land? I ask people. They are the people now building cut-edge technology in Israel. The softwares you are using in your computers, most of it comes from Israel. These greedy people, these people that were meant to be slaughtered in Germany. Do you see how things work? Because we are in Nigeria, that is why we are getting all these things. And the worst part of it is that we start accepting it. The same way they are calling us now, Biafra is Southeast. Southeast. Sometimes I will equate now we Southeast. That is Bunkum. Our leader led that rule. As their tradition. And you check everywhere, we are Biafrans. So they confine by sheer word. They'll be confining the Southeast region, Igbo speaking, even in Wikipedia. And I don't know the work of our so-called intellectuals, or is it their intellectualism is only to manipulate our own people? That is very sad indeed. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, I can hear you.
Mazi Mazi Chuku. I know. Now you go in American, but you better Kenyan like that. I
can hear you.
There will it
I can hear you.
There will.
Okay. Yes. Chuku is my name.
Yes.
Your topic this evening is very important. Very, very important. What make a country to be a country is law. Nothing but law. The China you see today is moving well. Is the law they have. You see this European government, they are imposing in that Nigeria. When somebody does something, you find a way, to cover evil at a time. It will affect everybody. If Biafra stands today, my advice that we go to China and borrow idea. The law does not have mercy no matter who you are. If he deserves to kill you, he will be killed. If he deserves to jail you, you will be jailed. After a time, everybody will follow a line of moving forward. What is happening in Nigeria is a kind of, when government is training criminality, forcing everybody to be criminal, it starts to happen to everywhere. If you watch out what is happening in Nigeria, you weep for unborn generation, because Nigeria is training criminality every corner. If you go to any village, you see it. If you go to any state, you will see it. If you go to anywhere, almost everybody in Nigeria is a criminal. Unless you buy this idea of our leader, because it's a special training. It's this radio Biafra. How I wish, like this teaching you preach this evening, that is going to play, let's say, in all the FM radio in Nigeria, so that a lot of people will hear it. That is what each time I start to, I don't know what to say, because information is key. Information is key. This radio Biafra that our leaders set up is everything, if we use it very well. If you listen to that tape, an Igbo man and a Lahaji, they were interviewed or discussed, that Lahaji said many things that is true. He said the Igbo people are special people. If you listen to that, if too many, 70% of that man, all are of truth. But British saw what Igbo man is all about. They start for a long time to destroy Igbos up to today. If you watch out what is playing in Nigeria, they are using religious criminals with the Bible, trying to demote Igbo people. They are using a radio, all medias, even newspaper, just to destroy the Igbo race. The only savior Igbo has, if they understand what is going on, is to listen to this radio Biafra and to install Biafra, so that many things we put in place, everybody will force to do the right thing. If you fail, you die.
Mazi, are you still there? Mazi, can you hear me? What happened? Okay, I'll take another.
Hello?
Yes. What happened?
Hello?
Mazi, please round up.
Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
I said the whole world is hearing you now. Round up, please, under 1 minute, please.
Okay. I can stop here so far.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that what happened to Igbo race is bad government of Nigeria. If you can break this chain, the Igbos will rise up as a nation and they will move forward. Thank you very much, Biafra.
Almost Biafra. Thank you very much. That is it. Germany tried to destroy all the Jews. Not only them, before them, the whole of Europe were against the Jews, calling them different names. They are money mongers, they are greedy, they don't love themselves, they do this and that. Everything that happens is the Jews, they push it to in Europe. Because they didn't have a charge of their destiny. That is the reason. So people push them, anyhow they toss them around. Today, are they greedy? Oh, they are no more greedy. Eh? Today, every Jewish, even those still living in Arab countries, they have peace because they have backbone. They have a country where if anything that happens to them, the country will rise up in their defense. That is what we lack. That is why everybody is tossing us up. I the greedy. I want the then leave us. You say no because you love us. The love of Hitler against Germany, against Hitler to the Jews. Caller on Mazi CJ. Can you hear me? Mazi CJ, can you hear me? Mazi CJ, can you hear me? Mazi CJ. Seems I will take another call before. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, good evening. I can hear you very clearly. Mazi,
welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi. Owonosi Biafra na-ekwu. Mazi, ka m kwuto nke a n'Igbo maka nke a gbasara ọtụtụ ụmụnne anyị ndị Igbo anyị na mgbe ana m ekelegoro Chukwu Okabịa ma na-esi awa onye ndu na ndụ Chineke nyere ya ruo n'ụbọchị taa. Ekele m Chukwu Okabịa maka ọ na-ayịkwa ya ka ọ gaa n'ihu na-ekpuchite onye ndu anyị na-echekwa ya ebe ọbụla ebe ọ na-anọ ka aka dị ike jigide ya. Ọ dị ngwa ọbụla onye iro kpụrụ nke pụrụ imegide ya ga-aga n'ihu. Na-ayịkwa Chineke n'isi ndị DOS niile. Ana m ayọ Chukwu Okabịa maka onye ha ezi amamihe na ezi nchekwa pụrụ iche ha ga-eji wee na-elekọta ọgbakọ a ka onye ndu nyefere ha n'aka. N'isi gị onwe gị, ana m ayọkwa Chineke ka ọ gaa n'ihu na-arụ ọrụ ebube n'ime ndụ gị ka ha rabụ ihe ọbụla bụ ihe ọma bụ ọchịchị obi gị ka Chineke onye na-eme ihe niile ka o mezuore gị dịka ọchịchị obi gị siri dị. Mazi, n'eziokwu enwere a lot of things mmege in the area of Aba, Abia State. Let me mention it. Aba, Abia State. Precisely, this Obonios market. I have been complaining on that Obonios market, and until our people perish, until they see a heavy test that they will see, that is the time they will make a movement. Our people will make a movement. As I'm talking to you last night, on the area of that Obonios, if you see the kind of number that move for the whole community last night, around 11-12 o'clock midnight yesterday, it was so terrible that the number covers a village, moving around the whole area to the extent that the security people that in the community waking everybody up to be alert that this is something that is going on in that area Orata and Umozo area. See, last night I'm saying something that happened last night, even yesterday. And you see on that area now, Mazi, that area now, there is a military checking point inside that market because they have planted zoo soldiers inside that market. Immediately 6-7 o'clock, nobody will pass that road again. They will block that road. But this is a very big road that lead to River State. They block that road. Even as I'm talking to you, sometimes they start beating some people, many people. If you are coming late from that road, they will start beating people on that road. I don't know why. This man that I always mention, the Eze of Orata, his name is Ike Chukwu. He did his coronation the day before yesterday. You come to that his coronation, those you see only Hausa people was full of that place because he was the one that sold that land to this Fulani herdsmen. He was the one that sold that land to that to Fulani herdsmen. Mazi, our people, that area now, our people there, we are on stage, we are in problem, and I am calling up our Biafran heroes and our Biafran people to let us do something before it becomes too late. That is the information that I want to pass this night. Thank you, Mazi, and I pray that the Chukwu Kebia will continue guiding us until we reach our last destination. Thank you. God bless us. In Chukwu Kebia, we pray.
There we go. Call up Mazi CJ. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear Mazi Johnathan. Thank you very much for bringing me in. How are you today?
I'm good. And you?
Good. I don't wanna. I'm not gonna take much of your time. I just wanna say something that came off my mind. You know the way you were saying that when you used to call Onyendu, and if there's something on your mind that you want to say, and you haven't got a place to say it, you won't have rest. So I think I'm in the same way at the moment. So, but in any case, a lot of people that have called have already said some of the things I wanted to say, but I want to say it in a different way, particularly with regards to this Igbo sentiment. This, I will call it resurgence of Igbo sentiment. I want Biafrans around the world to understand that this is also another dimension of this war that the federal government of the zoo and everyone that is against Biafra has put out there. They are using everything within their reach to make sure that Biafra doesn't come. But Jonathan, you and I knows that whatever they do, whether they like it or not, that Biafra will come. From Tunda Bakari to Suleiman and to this Oba of Iwa, name them. All of these people are all in it together. They know if Biafra goes, that will be the end of all of the things they do. That many of them will go bankrupt and hungry. All of them are feeding off Biafrans in the church, even that in war. Everywhere they are, they know that if Biafra goes, they will all deflect. So this fight, you see, we are fighting. Biafrans are fighting. We are not just fighting those people you call the government in Abuja or even the Igbo Ifulefus in Igbo land. Every intellectual, every clergy in Nigeria, all of those people, lawyers, barristers, judges, that have seen Nigeria as a warehouse, that has seen Nigeria as where they can just feed without nobody questioning how they feed. But Biafra will change all of that. They know it. And that is why, and again, I want you to understand that, and I want Biafrans to know that we can liken ourselves, our situation in Nigeria, to a woman or a man that is suffering domestic violence. As a matter of fact, the recent happenings with regards to that our sister Osinachi that died of domestic violence are beginning to make people to now research and deep in processes it takes, and the spread with bullying. And Jonathan, you and I know about how bullies bully people and the reason bullies people. And when bullies bully you, there is something a bully found in you, that he is always nipping you, always stalking you, always, talk you down to make sure you don't, rise. Because the bully, any day, you went to primary school, I don't know, maybe in Biafra land or in Africa, we were all tossed around by bullies those days. And the day you stand up against the bully, you see the bully will fly, you run away. Even the bully will make you his friend. So all of these things these people are bringing out now is because they got Onyendu, and they have gotten Onyendu, and now Biafrans and IPOB are like chickens that they are like chicks. They are chicken or whatever you call it. Their hen have been taken, and now they can just scatter and run. They are confused. But Mazi Johnathan, he shocked them all. These people, as comedians say, he shocked you. He shocked them how Biafrans and IPOB have sustained this. Every angle they have from whatever you call them in America to now Uchebeti is rallying his head up, Wazirike, all of them, Lorita Nochie. Biafra is not strong. If what we are doing or what IPOB and Biafrans are doing is not backed by Chukwu Ikabiama, do you think we will stand? So Igbos, wherever they are, I pity those people in those churches. In this day and age, 2022, you will sit down and somebody will just look at you and put you down and you look at that person like no one. You don't rise up and challenge him and say, hey, church, is that the sin? Is there unity? In your own church, do you have unity? That one of a Suleiman, that Job that's supposed to have been in jail by now, that has shining himself. And when you go about here for, and this one has the guts to talk down a people. And I sometimes I wonder what created some people that are of evil crop. What created them? That you will sit down there and somebody that you feed, you contribute your tithe and offering to feed him, talks you down. You are there clapping and telling him amen. God forbid. Say, God forbid. Whether they like it or not, we are awake now. To never kind all of them, they shock them to have awoken us. And everyone knows now when we are in position, what time it is with regards to Igbo and Biafrans in Igbo. We are waiting. The Igbo presidency shenanigans is nearly there. We are waiting. We are all here watching and waiting. In the end, Jonathan, Biafra must come.
Of course. Thank you.
Biafra must come. Onyendu called it the last miracle on earth. And is it not looking like that, Jonathan? Thank you very much, Mazi. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. That is it. You know, there is something our brother said, the phrase he used, the resurgence of sentiments. That is what they are using, both in the church, so that, you know, there is one trick they know how to use on our people. They will tell you something that, you know, when you look at it, it's true, face value, oh, it's true. Nah, this man is talking true. Now, as they go, now they deliver the real message they have. If that Biafra comes, it's still Igbo man that will destroy. So, what is the end? What does he want to achieve? Discouraging people. Oh, nah, so we don't love ourselves. Maybe we could stay in Nigeria. Nigeria love us. So, you know, because if we get that Biafra, it's still ourselves. We will still kill ourselves. They imbibe that thing in you. Because, as our brother said now, they are now using clergy because they know that in order to touch your sentiments, all of them, that the GOs, they will take a swipe on why Biafra shouldn't come. They are helping you the same way Europeans we are helping Jewish. No, you are the cause of every of your evil, but you have no country. You stay here. Anytime we want, we kill you. Today, I Are the Jews, are they sensible? Do they love themselves or not? Israel is ready to go to war for any of its citizens. But when these people, they didn't have their destiny in their hands. Nobody thought that they have this type of value. Do you understand? When Hitler wanted to kill all Jews, and they are bad people in this world, clear them. The same way the Fulani, they are propagating everywhere. Now they have come through church, using churches. Oh, Igbos, they have a cause. I am the person that will look at how they are touching with our life, the lives of people, peculiar people like this. People that if we have our Biafra, that even they will be begging, they will be coming. Look at Israel. It's a tiny country, superficially, but they are in control of everything. They are controlling Arab, feeding them even. Arab countries. Although things are done in a way you cannot understand it. That is it. Also, the whole world, supplying the whole world with high-tech equipment. But these were the people that we are, always cajoled, always this side, and anywhere they pass, they hold them. Whoa, these bad people, kill them. But once they have control of their destiny, they exploded their potentials, and today humanity is even reaping from them. Any computer you use, your mobile phone you are using software of Israeli making that is there. Whether you hate them or you love them, but that is the reality. The potential they wouldn't have released if had it been they are still in European countries, name of man Europe. What we want is we want to explode our potentials. Because in Nigeria we can never arrive. The ceiling is our limit in Nigeria. That is it. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. I think you'll be the second to the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me, please?
Yes. Good evening.
There, well, welcome to the program.
My name is Chukwuemeka.
There, well.
I'm calling from Lagos. Thank you. So I have 3 things to say to our people. One is the instances we should be giving to Nigerians whenever they come up with this issue of Igbos hate themselves, they betray themselves and all that. Those instances, we shut up their mouth. Now remind them that the greatest critic of Buhari, who is Buba Galadima, is a Fulani man. If it happens that the present president of Nigeria is an Igbo man and his greatest critic is an Igbo man, just like Buba Galadima is always criticizing Buhari, they will turn it and begin to make it look like an issue that yes, Igbos, they hate themselves. They don't always support themselves. Also remind them that the person who attempted to overthrow IBB, who is from Middle Belt, is also from Middle Belt. Gideon Zoka, why are they not tagging it to Middle Belt, hating themselves, always trying to overthrow themselves? But they always make references to, series of Igbos that came as Senate president under Obasanjo, overthrowing each other. There is nothing that has ever happened in Igbo land that seems of Igbos hating themselves that does not happen in other regions. And so we should be making these instances to them. Remind them that Afonja, who is a Yoruba man, sold a lorry to Fulani people. Yes, just to, he betrayed his own people for that. Up to today, nobody makes that reference of
Oluofi doesn't see that.
No, they don't see it. So our people should be making these references to them. I'm not just saying this because I'm Igbo. No, these are facts. This is true. I live here in Lagos, and I can tell you that I've never seen any set of people in this world. I did not say in Nigeria, in this world, that love themselves like Igbos. So we shouldn't let all this rubbish of Igbos hate themselves to sink into our head. We should never let it. If we don't like ourselves, there is no way we'll come out of 20. We have the highest number of billionaires in Nigeria. That is the truth. Almost every man who is a millionaire, like more than 50% of us, we can trace our wealth to our brothers that made us. In fact, even Harvard as a business school have acknowledged that Igbo apprenticeship program has made more millionaires in dollars than Harvard itself. And if we don't like ourselves, and yet we are making this progress. Another thing I want us to know, to remind us, is that these things that are happening now, you see all these clergy talking, it always happens a year to every election in Nigeria. So I guess they are paid to say do those things. You know, just
yes, they are paid. They are summoned and given us.
Yes,
they know that our people are highly sensitive. When that the GO says, when he's a man of God, say
that kind of a thing. That kind of a thing. So you know, just a few months ago, there is one that happened in Ikorodu, where a reverend father said they should not sing Igbo song in his church. So when you just look at these are unnecessary things, and because you know one of the reasons they are doing this thing now, if you listen to Nigerian media, channels, Arise, AIT, there is this clamor for Igbo presidency of Southeast origin, and that thing is a big threat to Yoruba politicians. I'm not in support of I want Biafra, Igbo presidency or no Igbo presidency, but our people should just know why all these things are happening now. Because even I can tell you that here, an ordinary Yoruba man wants P2B to rule Nigeria. They love P2B so very much. Yes, they want Igbo to rule, but that P2B in particular, they want. If I can even get the man's contact, I will advise him never to accept to run as running mate under Atiku. It's better he leave PDP, look for any party or form a party and run. Because I can tell you that man will have a landslide victory against Tinubu in Yoruba land. These are the things they have seen, and the person behind this thing, I believe, is Tinubu, paying pastors to talk rubbish. When you listen to the statement and the timing at which they are, thank God the Ohaneze somehow has responded. They've written to Tunde Bakari. They've told him that they are giving him 7 days to come to the pulpit and revert what he said. Otherwise, they've even written, they've sent the memo to UN and so many other bodies.
Leave that side. Let us talk what concerns us, because we know that once they call them writing, what would they talk? I beg, leave.
You are right. You are right. I understand what you are saying. But so our people should understand that all these things is because of the forthcoming election. When you listen to Nigerian media, they all want a presidency of Igbo, and even the ordinary people, all of us, we discuss here, mostly Yorubas, they want the next president to come from Southeast, and Tinubu is not happy with it. It's a very big threat. The Yorubas, the ordinary Yoruba man on the street, does not want Tinubu to become Nigeria's president. Then another thing our people should always remember, we should not lose focus on why we are looking for Biafra. We are not looking for Biafra because Nigerians hate us alone. No. We are looking for Biafra because in Biafra we will have freedom to develop. Our people should understand that once you are blessed, we must be hated.
In Nigeria, we cannot unleash more potentials. We can never.
Yes.
Because
yes.
They are
yes. I was telling a Yoruba friend of mine that Nigerians hate us. He said, but why do Nigerians hate us? I now told him, ask yourself, why do Joseph's brothers hate Joseph? Whatever you think is the reason they hate Joseph is the reason Nigerians hate us. So our people should should not be too flabbergasted on why we are hated. Once you are blessed by God, you must be hated. Let me give you this short story, sorry for taking your time. There is a place I applied for job one day. I just submitted my CV. I'm a nurse by profession. The owner of the hospital is a Yoruba man. Before I got to the gate, they called me. They said the MD wanted to see me. And when I went to see the MD said, I saw your CV by your name, you are Igbo. When will you like to resume? I told him when I would like to resume. So he told me that the reason he wanted to give me this job is because that his father, who handed over this hospital to him, told him that anything you are doing called business, you want it prosperous, an Igbo man must be involved. And he said he has seen it, that the Igbo nurses he had here, that immediately they left, his business started going down. That is not as if those Igbo nurses were doing anything special, but just the fact they were there, the business was moving. I'm telling you what this man told me. So it was a man that told me that the reason Buhari government is suffering is the hatred he's showing Igbos. That he does not have a significant number of Igbos in his government. That's why he's suffering. That is just a natural thing. That if you want to prosper in Nigeria, you must bring them into what you do. He's a Yoruba man telling me this thing. So they know it. It's something they know. So our people should not, thank God for Radio Biafra. You people should continue to do what you are doing. I've learned a lot from you, and a lot of people are learning from you too. That is why all these pastors, as they are talking their rubbish, they are getting it hot from their people. I can tell you that a lot of people, even this Tunde Bagari, I know a lot of them. I live here in Lagos. A lot of Igbo people who used to attend his church have left. Yes, because almost every woman in Nigeria listens to Radio Biafra, and we learn. So thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate a lot of what you people are doing over there, trying to teach us things that we're supposed to know. Thank you very much. Good night.
There will remain blessed. Thank you. Caller on signal, please make it quick. Caller on signal, thank you for holding on for 10 minutes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, I've been your brother.
There we
Mazi, may I just be loved. May you go God my prime and need to go my question and where Mazi and Kanu above no. I mean, I feel Ganya more. I feel me not going out to the man of what I command Nisi. Because there is no self, because there is no Nakakia, because you keep principal officers in India, carry say on no one. Now, I want the model what you need. Mazi, talking about what you are saying this evening about Igbos done long jobs. Now, since the creation of Nigeria, the North and the Fulanis have been ruling Nigeria, but they are the highest, hungriest people in Nigeria and the poorest in Nigeria. If we talk of Nigeria in Africa,
they are the people that has been in power, stealing and
in power for over 40-something years.
No, but they love themselves too much.
But you find it difficult to find a real drinking water. We go deep inside the North. But Igbo hate themselves. Common school, they cannot even build for their children. The place of building a hospital. But we build hospitals for ourselves. We build police station for ourselves. Our transformer will spoil. We will get the money, buy it by ourselves. But in the North, the government must do everything for them. The churches in let me say, the governor of Anambra State build mosques for them, build school for them. But what have they done for us? A single thing. Now they are sponsoring Boko Haram, left and right and left. They call themselves Boko Haram. They are against foreign education, but they are using ammunition. They are reading Quran, which they didn't even print. They are using bombs, guns, and other things. Are they not foreign things? Huh? They are insulting us that we cannot do things, we cannot do that. But we go from Anambra, but how we go a far away distance to Abakaliki or maybe a Delta and pick somebody that I don't know just because I had the connection from a friend and stay with the person for 6 years or 8 years and give the person the money, start your own business with a blessing on top of it. Which tribe in Nigeria does that? They are using all this, I call it by myself, it's a propaganda. The way news are carrying propaganda to demoralize us, but they came late. If Igbos doesn't love themselves, go to Lagos. Most of the houses being built there are built by our brothers and friends, but still yet, we will go in there, keep it the way it's supposed to be. Even if we don't have the money to pay, we still say, brother, let me give you this money at this time. But you can never, a Fulani man can never allow a Fulani man to hold him a pin. And if you venture curse him or tell him a bad word, you never see the next day. We never kill our own. How many of their own have they killed because the person stood up and said the truth, what's happened in Nigeria? The person will not see the next day. But we don't do that. And still, Igbo don't love themselves. Mazi, if I continue counting, it's many, but because of your time, let me just put it here.
Of course.
Remember, Mazi.
There will, thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, you are the last caller. Please make it as snappy as possible. I shouldn't pick you, but I did because you have been calling. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Mazi Johnathan.
There will, please go on. Make it as snappy as possible.
Good morning, my fellow Biafrans from the United Arab Emirates. I remain Mazi Johnathan. Mazi Johnathan, I your advocacy is very good one. I learned from it. The banana upload at down wine today when the Ocha hotel I consular how do you divide the lose the religion, lose our language. We couldn't sample of John in Miami. You have to go in the in the flow wine and cuckoo. What I will get the couple in the Igbo. What I will get the couple. Come on, Melody. My people, I already know the corner colonel. The politician buy, I already know the corner colonel. There's a buy, I already know the corner colonel. If you are to come together, how you will so boy, I can be Fulani, Mandi, HAUSA-SERVICE, they know how to come together and do something. Let us learn how to come together. All together, how come Nigeria for long, but we don't know how to come together. Let us come together and liberate ourselves and build our land and build Biafra land. Go weko bodondocha we demma. Bukono. Within a kulubunu no. Like build obodo anyị ka anyị nwere onwe anyị. Nnamdi Kanu flow adịna n'anya. No flow everybody n'anya. Bukono. Ka anyị kwụsị ime selfishness. Ka anyị kwụsị n'ọchịchọ nke onwe. Ka anyị ghara na-ewe ihe na-abụli ihe were wee kpọrọ ife. Ụfọdụ kịta nọ na-awọchị Champions League, ụfọdụ kịta nọ na-awọchị Premier League, ụfọdụ kịta nọ na-awọchị Italian League, ụfọdụ nọ na-awọchị football. Lapụ ị na-ege ntị na redio Biafra ka ihe mmụta ife. Anyị abụrụ ndị ọkụ na-agba ụlọ ha wee nọ na-achụ nta oke. Ọ dịnụ mụ na ndị Igbo biko ka anyị nwere ya na-akpọ mental toughness. Ka anyị nwere ya na-akpọ mental toughness. Biko unu ọkwanụ Biafra bụ hope anyị nwere na ndụ a. na-ekene ka anyị si gbasa n'ụwa niile na-ata nsọ nsọ afụfụ afụfụ wanyị na anyị nwere ihe ozuru iji wee bụrụ mmadụ wee bie ndụ dịka mmadụ. How can you be continue to be a pipeline security for your enemies forever? My people in coastal region, how can you people continue to be a security of pipeline forever for what you have? Why you have all it takes to live as a human being? Igbo is not your problem. Ijo is not your problem. Your problem is Fulani gender. They come to divide us, divide and rule, to put enemy between brothers. Please, let us be wise. Let us come together and liberate ourselves from this slavery that we are in Nigeria. Nigeria is not for everybody. If you don't end Nigeria, Nigeria will end you. If you don't end Nigeria, Nigeria will end you. Mazi Johnathan, thank you very much. May people of Kadiama continue to bless you and bless our leader and bless all our coordinators all over the world. I thank you, Biafrans. I love you all. You people are my blood. Thank you.
And they will remain blessed. Thank you very much. And this is where I'm going to switch off the lines. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. What we say here, what I am saying here about our situation on this topic that says tackling self-betrayal in our land. Really, the political class in our land, they are groomed to do what they are doing. They are always on the defensive, trying to defend on how they love Nigeria, how they, because they should hate their people. That is how the Fulani manipulated them. Since after the war, every Igbo politician should hate his people in order to love Nigeria, in order to be able to be seen as a, somebody that should have a political office. And that trend has been going on unchallenged. From there, they started creating monsters in our land, in us, believing that betrayal is how you make a living. You betray your people. Because these people, that is the way they manipulated us, they positioned us. The issue, the reality is this, that in Nigeria, Biafrans can never rise up. Do you hear me again? In Nigeria, we can never succeed. We can never progress. We can never release our full potential. I'm giving this example, which is truth. Israel, the Jews, the Israel you are seeing today, had it been they are still in Europe, will you know anything about them? Yes, one person will have a political office, one country. Do you know that the president of Ukraine now, president of the comedian president, is a Jew? Does he speak about Israel publicly? All that matters to him is to maintain Ukraine, because that is where, for him, that is, scattered where he is. He's the president of Ukraine. He's a Jew. Zelensky is a Jew. So this for a people to unleash their real potential, people like us, we should run away from Nigeria just like yesterday. You understand? If you want to continue trying to appease, because we are there, our politicians are there trying to always appeasing. And what the person you are appeasing, begging, he must give you conditions. If you know that you want to really get this office, show that you're a Nigerian. How many times they have been saying it? If you know that you really a Nigerian, because you are not Nigerian enough, show us, show the whole Nigerians. And the person, all they do is to turn against their people, because that is how they are programmed to do. But if we have our country, we take charge of our destiny, you will see we unleash our potentials, because we know who we are. We will not see it as a domineering, no, as others are saying. If we want to increase our, show our potential, they say, yeah, ndi domineering, they are domineering. They see it in another way. But once we take charge of our destiny, you see us, because we know ourselves. We don't see it as domineering, we see it as competition. We form a system that will structure this competition into a healthy one. We form a structure that will maintain law and order, that will give equity, justice and equity to everybody, irrespective of their social status. What Nigeria cannot do, what Nigeria could not provide for you. I saw, I think, one university in Ondo or Ogun State. The students are crying for security, to come and for the government, for police to come and help them, because they say every blessed day the gunmen used to come. I know they are Fulani. They rob them, they sleep with the girls, they rob the boys, they treat them anyhow with impunity. But you don't see any police. They don't even give a damn. That is the country you are in. Nigeria is on self-destruction because of the hatred they have on Igbos. Why they are trying to turn us against mentally, to turn us against ourselves, to start blaming ourselves on everything. They don't know that they are destroying themselves. Nigeria is destroying themselves on self-destruct. I'm telling you, self-destruct mode. That is what Nigeria is, until they allow Biafra to go. You understand? And we shall never stop. This self-betrayal is something that is nurtured, groomed and nurtured by the caliphate. And we are going to put a stop on it. And that is what we are doing. Do not allow all these talks, whether they come from Yadadijio, Igbos this, Igbos, they destroy themselves. Who tell you that? We fought a civil war for nearly 3 years. All our institutions were intact. We are functioning. You didn't hear this, and everything was going on. Things were under arrangement. We never had a lack of fuel scarcity. Airfields were built. Can't you understand? Can't you understand? Can't you see reason to tell you that if we have our nation, restore our nation, where we control our lives, our destiny, none of them can see our back. So they want to use all these words to destroy your brain, so that you start continue acting like they call you. You understand? And here we open the eyes of our people. Please say no to self-betrayal in our land. Do not sell your people for political position. It's not our character. It's just what they impose, the situation they impose on us, and we should never buy it. It doesn't matter the cunning way they use in speaking it. Oh, we hate ourselves. Oh, we destroy ourselves. There is something where they are going. There is something where they are going. Where they are going. Do not support this quest agitation. That is the only thing. Because you cannot rule yourselves. What they want is for them ruling us. In the church, they are the head always. In the church, we are the highest Christians. The largest number of Christians in Nigeria are we Biafrans. But in the church also, they are the ones controlling us. All we are supporters, givers. When they come to giving money, supporting, Igbo, Igbo kwenu. I know, there's something that I used to baffle me. I don't know. Maybe Saturday we also comment about it. You see, in these mega churches, they show us how they do miracles on screen, on social media, on television, how they preach very well. But I never want to see where they are giving, when they are doing an offering. That is where I know that these people, because they don't want to see how millions are flowing on how the abracadabra they used to do to collect. They don't want to show it, because if they show it, people will start shouting, see, so people are giving money. Look, this man have money like this. All they show us in their services is only preaching and singing and speaking in tongue. They never show us where they are offering time. There are things that if I observe, I don't know whether people observe. So we should continue in this struggle, because Biafra is where we belong, and our destination is our ideology. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening from me. From here, it is simply good evening.
The land of the rising sun is a home of